Hello, 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 everybody. Hello. I know I've been busy all week, this past week. I've been at the hospital with my daughter, uh, who just had a baby, who was in the NCI, who was in the intensive care of the hospital. So I've been concerned about that. Uh, so she is still in the hospital, and both she and the baby are still in the hospital. So I've been not so here on the YouTube platform by phone, but I haven't really been responding or doing anything. Just trying to be support for the mother and the baby. So, I found myself wide awake. So I was like, you know what? Let me do one of these Kevin Samuels shows today. Who knows? Thank you. And I was like, okay, we can do one of these shows. I can sit down and do something this weekend. Of course, of course. So I found myself picking or snatching a Kevin Samuels video out the air. And I just randomly picked one because I haven't seen this one either. But I did find some interesting content uh, from the show because I randomly went through a little bit of it, asked for some highlights. And so, without further ado, I'm going to introduce this little show, which is called Modern Women Have to Share Men. And I wanted to see whether are we sharing men? Are we currently sharing men? Thank you, yes, freak. The lamp is right here in front of my face. Are we currently sharing men? Are we doing that? Is that why, uh, you know, we're having problems these days, issues these days? I mean, it's an interesting question, right? And it's a social perception and real behavior patterns, right? Why do some people think modern women have to share men? Okay, because of rising situationships, casual dating, and polyamory, media, social media, because a lot of people, because of their perceptions, think, oh, well, he's sleeping around or he's cheating, so you're sleeping with different men anyway. And because people think it's not enough men compared to the women, too. And then people think because women, I guess, the cheating dynamic, that's a part of it. It's many reasons why people think women have to share men. But I think there's enough men to go around, but I'm not sure. So we were going to get into this Kevin Samuels show who said, oh, y'all got to share men. So y'all got to share men. Oh, really? I don't know. So let me turn on the beginning. I actually like that music. I actually like that music, right? So, all right. Mhm. Hey. Mm. Oh, the video is muted? Hold on, hold on. I know what it is. I know what it is. Hold on. Cause I did something. Can y'all hear? Can y'all hear him now? Can you hear it now? Can you hear? It's still. Can you hear it now? I mean, no. I meant what? Can you hear it now? Right here. Oh, okay. On, hold, hold on, hold on. I know what I did. I know what I did wrong. Okay, hold on. I know what I did wrong. Okay, let's get this right. Okay, here we go. I'm up in the middle of the night, fucking up the damn show. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, window. Okay, come on, sir. What's the show? Okay, hold on. I just gotta put it on the screen. So it may be. Let's hope this works. Tell me if you can hear it. Can you hear it? No? Y'all got to tell me if you can hear it or not hear it, because I can't tell. All right. I can't tell. Check hold. Wait a minute. So y'all still can't hear the damn video? Oh, shit. Hold on. Video. Wait a minute. Hold on. Something ain't right. Hold on. Hold on. I know what it is. I just don't know how to. Okay. Let me refresh. Come on. Damn. I hope this ain't nothing weird. Okay. Window. Okay. So it's a share. Okay, share a tab instead. Okay, I'm sharing a tab. And then in the tab, why won't it let it come up? Also share tab auto. Okay. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Candle of the evening. None other than one of my
Oh,
favorites
yeah. Now,
from Le Labo, Laurier 62. And the fragrance of the evening. Old school fragrance, Frank Sinatra's favorite. I started the day off with one that you can't get a hold
oh,
of,
here
but I'll tell
now.
you what it is. It's Tom Ford Italian Cypress.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's been discontinued. The closest thing you're going to find to it is Halston Z14, and that should cost you less than $25. Old school.
All right.
Smells incredible, but they are very different. But this one right here, Bois de Portugal.
Yeah.
Don't understand how great.
Let's speed it.
It's not about money. And now the rest of the world is waking up to the notion that the Petro principle that exists in everything, 80%, 20%.
All right.
When you force the man to the top, you have people competing for a scarce resource. So I want to put this concept here out to women in general, Black women in particular. In Generation X, Black women were getting higher and higher numbers in corporate America than their Black male counterparts. You were accepting white collar positions. We've talked about the things that have made the disparity.
Right.
But the biggest difference is it's not about money. What this work that I've done has made me realize more than anything else is it's not about money, it's about lifestyle. And women have become accustomed to a certain lifestyle and they will die rather than go backwards. Now, they can say what they want to, but I know I've seen the truth. These focus groups, by the way, the focus group in Atlanta, is full. I have a couple of backup spots, but first, let's talk about the focus groups. What I'm doing with these focus groups is I'm getting the word from the people in the field, professional men and women in major cities around this country, and I'm sitting down talking to them myself on my own dime. People have asked, well, what are they getting out of it? You get to sit down and talk to me. You get to sit down and talk to me. You get to sit down and talk to other people and understand what's going on.
Right.
Now, I've already done them in New York and LA, and they have been smashing hits. But as we continue to go forward, I'm going to be doing more of them in Atlanta. And I think it's funny that negatives on both sides. Look, I don't have any problem getting people to focus groups. Atlanta's full. New York is full. LA is getting there. I've had requests to come to either Houston or Chicago. I may come to Texas. If I do, it'll likely be in Houston.
Right.
And if you're a woman and you want to attend one of these focus groups, you're welcome to submit your application and fly in. I've also done something else. I've decided to have men's focus groups in the same city. And the criteria is even more strict. Men 35 to 50, single, unmarried, childless, profession, occupation, income, education.
What was he going to start with that? What was he going to start with this focus group? What was he going to start? Was he going to start trying to get people in relationships? I mean, was there any kind of success rate? Did anybody know of anything about any of these focus groups that he was doing? Because I'm curious as to what was he planning to do? Was he planning to, be a matchmaker? Was that the ultimate goal of his, to be a matchmaker? Or was he just doing focus groups for his show? Because that don't make sense to do focus groups for his show. He could have just did online surveys, or he could have just did some kind of online survey one way or the other. Just kept it up for a week, and you can only answer, you can only give one answer per whatever, per spot. So I don't understand what kind of focus groups was he trying to do? For his shows or just general?
And then the photos and everything else. And I would tell you one thing, the men have stepped up like a mother. In less than 24 hours in Atlanta, I have over 30 men who I have verified they are who they say they are. So when you hear this bullshit that there are not enough men in Atlanta, that's crazy. 30 men. Oh, I'm sorry. I've had over 30 men in Atlanta that are over six figures.
Oh, okay. So that's the thing. He was not looking for men, regular, everyday, ordinary men. He was looking for high value men. Now, that's a different criteria according to him. According to him, there's 5 or 6 categories that you have to hit before you're considered high value. So he was looking for a group of high value. His list of high value men, he was looking for a list of men. So 7 or 8 different men, whole groups of men. And then he was looking for, here's the thing. Why was he looking for high value men? Why wasn't he? And he was looking for, why was he doing the bidding of high value men and not doing the bidding for regular average Joe Blow men? Why was he advocating for the rich men instead of advocating for the regular, everyday, ordinary men? It's more everyday, ordinary men, and you would very rarely get a high value man. You would very rarely find a female. Not to mention that there's not that many high value men. He said right here, high value men. He didn't say regular, everyday, ordinary men. He said high value men. So my question is, why wasn't he advocating for the regular, ordinary Joe Blow? Why was he just regulating for the men who had money? Since it's 80% regular men compared to 20% high value or 10% high value, why wasn't that a part of his, why wasn't he doing that? I don't understand.
When I talk about men in Atlanta, I've had close to 50 men in Atlanta, $50,000 and higher, $75,000 and higher. But because I'm a realist, I'm looking for women 25 to 37 and men 30 to 55. Both single, both childless, both professional. And talking and understanding why these people can't find in another. And one of the big reasons they can't find one another is because of all the BS that's being put out there by people who have a vested interest in keeping this mess going. We've seen more women who have quit matchmaking because it's too hard to work with women. We've seen more people in the tell women what they want business now starting to try to keep it real with women. But the difference is you don't have any men. So to my critics and detractors, you can say what you want about me, but I will say this to anybody who listens to people, you need to look at the men that are following the people you talk about, because that's who they're actually speaking to and for. And the purpose of these focus groups is to get information. But whatever comes out of this is going to come out, and I guarantee you, I'll put the results.
I mean, was his ultimate goal? What was his ultimate goal? What was his agenda, right? Was his agenda to get regular Joe Blow and regular chick Joe Blow to get them together? Was that his ultimate goal? Or was his ultimate goal to be like a type of matchmaker that put high value men, give people examples of people getting together? Because of course, a person is going to pull themselves together for a high value person if they qualify on certain levels. Of course, they're going to do that. But it's the regular average Joe Blow that don't have this money, or the regular average chick that doesn't have this thing, or have whatever this thing is that he's talking about, the single 35 blah blah blah, that are actually the ones that are in peril and need the help. I mean, people say, well, you can't find the right women, X, Y, and Z. I see help needed on both sides. Marriage and masculine, I need help on both sides.
Of my stuff over here and what we're doing against anybody.
Right.
And why is this important? Because in the 80s and 90s, so many women got the wrong message. Career, job, and then they thought that they could go do that. And then when they hit, the danger zone, 27 to 35, that they could just turn around and pull a man off the tree. Now, women continue to say that there's a man shortage, but what they're not saying is it's the men they want. Mm. Women are not focusing on average guys. Let's be real. You're not focusing on the average guy. You could care less about the guy who works third shift at the plant or the blue collar labor.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. That's where we differ. That's where we and I differ from what he's talking about, or maybe it's different. The problem is the difference between what a person says and what a person actually gets. People think because a woman goes after X, Y, and Z, that this is the actual person. When a woman says, I want X, Y, and Z, that's a mental thing. But she ends up with Pookie or whatever or whoever. That's the physical thing. And most women end up with a regular average Joe Blow because it's a physical thing. And that's the true measure. That's the true measure of where they're at. You can say, I want an intellectual, somebody reads books, does X, Y, and Z, but you wonder why she ends up with this person over here, because it's a biological thing. And and women have to get the biological and the dream person put together. They have to get that dream person put together. It would be amazing It would be amazing if I found a blue collar worker who was actually emotionally intelligent, X, Y, and Z, and didn't do X, Y, and Z. It would be great. Then you have all of the things that you wanted in a man. And some women do find that. And a lot of women find that because most people are average. But to focus on just getting women for the high value, I don't know how successful he would have been for the average Joe Blow. Maybe successful for the high value, but not Joe Blow.
That is not who your first pick is. You want the white collar, 6 foot tall, attractive jawline dude that can do is a sexual professional.
No,
I don't. Hey, ladies, no heat, no judgment. No heat, no judgment. You are free to want what you want, but understand something. Especially Generation X and late millennials. Ladies, if you are over 35, you've already had your glory days. You had it from 18.
Yeah, but see, that's another thing that I don't agree with him on. I don't agree with him when he says, "Well, your glory days were there." That's not how relationships or love works or attraction works. That's just not how it is. And not every human being, not every man wants a younger woman. I mean, a younger woman. I mean, a young woman. Most want a younger woman. I get that, but not a young woman. Okay.
To 30. And what did you choose to do with that time? If you chose to focus on anything other than relationship and family, that's your choice. But now you have to understand it's not your time anymore. This is the big issue.
He wasn't great. He was just a normal, everyday human being. I don't know why y'all keep giving him these lofty titles. He was just an ordinary human being with an opinion.
Keep coming back saying that there are not enough men. And here's the issue, that women in their 30s want men who would be high value, 6-figure plus earning men. And when they say they don't want 6 figures, understand the only reason they say that is because they think it sounds bad. But they want to be able to go to Ruth Chris on Tuesday. They want to be able to go to Papado. They want to be able to buy Alaya Balm. I love those shoes. Ooh, yeah. You know my chick, because she'll be wearing those. Anyway, they want to be able to wear Saint Laurent and Valentino. They want to be able to do these things. They want a certain lifestyle. They want a Midtown Buckhead lifestyle. They want a West Village Highland Park lifestyle. They want a Frisco Plano home. This is what the women want. And they won't say it because, and the thing is, they shy away from the money, but they want men who fit an archetype. And here's the funny thing, ladies. You are officially leftover. 36 to 60. In China, it would be 27 to 35. You're past the danger zone. If you're over 35, you are officially an American leftover woman.
I thought y'all had been on these panels long enough to understand that these are just talking points. I thought y'all had enough relationships outside of here to know that these were talking points. The fact that I get fought every time I have a conversation about the talking points, I get pushback. Y'all should know that these are talking points. Damn.
Childless doesn't matter, with or without kids. The more things you have that look like responsibility, the more strikes you have. And I'm not supposed to tell you this, but hey, it's the truth. What's the issue? Get the likes up, man. We should have over 3,000 likes. Oh, no. Hit the like button. Hit the like button.
whoa,
to
whoa,
Instagram.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
All right, ladies. All right. Ladies, if you are over the shout out to Instagram. Ladies, if you are over the age of 35, if you are over the age of 35 in the United States of America, that officially makes you a leftover woman.
Danger zone. I mean, just because you call it a danger zone doesn't mean it's a danger zone. I like that he has those things, but relationships prove the talking point wrong every time. It's like, well, you better get married. I understand what he said. When you get married, you should be focusing on it before X, Y, and Z. The reason why they didn't focus on it is because it wasn't a priority in our community. Marriage is not a priority in our community. So, okay. So, well, it's not the truth, because you get people that marry young, old, single, fat, ugly, black. You get people that get married every day, and they don't fall into that stereotype. So I don't fall into the stereotype that, oh, you're 40, so you can't get married. Nobody's going to want you because you're 40. I don't believe that at all. People get married every day and they're 40 and over. So, no.
27 to 35 is the danger zone. That's when you need to focus like a laser on the outcomes you want. But if you have made it to 35 years old and you're unmarried, you are a leftover woman. A leftover woman. You are what is left. Men know that there's something likely wrong with you. Whether you want to hear it or not, I'm going to just go there with you. I'm telling you the truth that you don't want to hear. Men know that there's something likely wrong with you, but you cannot be fit in an adjustable 6 or higher, 35, unmarried. Something wrong with you. That's where men are automatically coming at it. And here's the thing. Just like when you were between the ages of 18 and 25 and you didn't want to settle, you were trying to get the CEO, the pilot, the investment banker. You were trying to get flued out. You were trying to do, because trust me, when I would do my focus groups, I've already talked about the focus groups. They are doing wonderfully, by the way. Atlanta, the men in Atlanta have showed up big. I have over 30 men in Atlanta, single, unmarried, childless, over 6 figures that have already showed up. I'm going to have more focus groups in Atlanta. The Atlanta Women's Focus Group, it's full, but I'm going to have 2 backup spots.
We understand him. You understand. You can be on these. I've been on these panels a while. I haven't heard the specific words, but I've heard the talking points. You don't need to do research to know what a leftover woman is. You don't need to do research on all those things. I get exactly why he's saying it. I'm just saying I don't believe that's true. I mean, I just don't. I've never seen it. I've never seen leftover women. Sure, there's women who haven't gotten married. But that don't mean they can't get married. That's my point.
All right. New York focus group and LA focus groups are getting full. So these are going to work out really well. Women 27, and you must follow the instructions. If you don't follow the instructions, I'm not even responding.
What?
And you must attend. You have to attend in person. Not Zoom call. You got to come out and show up. We've done enough online. We got to get in the field where the work is real. But let's go into it. Yeah. If you are over 35, ladies, you've had your time. You've had your time. And now what it is.
So now what? We had our time. So now that people have had their time, what happens with the people who've had their time? Do they not look for someone? Do they worry about looking for, or do they just settle for whatever's out there? Or do you settle? Nobody settles. Nobody just lays down and takes whatever comes their way. I don't see that logic. I don't see that happening for men or women. Men don't lay down and just take whatever comes their way. Why would a woman lay down and take whatever comes her way? I've not seen it yet. I've not seen that yet.
It's the men's time. It's the men's time. Now, there's a notion that men over a certain age don't want a serious relationship. That's not true. The thing is, ladies, you ladies want a lifestyle. You want a man that can afford a Ruth Chris Mastro's Highland Park Midtown, Buckhead, Plano, Frisco lifestyle. You want a guy who can afford a Dumbo, Columbus Circle, Soho kind of lifestyle. Stop the cap. I know. I talk to you. I deal with you. I know.
Right.
You don't want an Outback, Applebee's, TGI Fridays lifestyle. You don't want a Macy's, JCPenney's lifestyle. You barely want to shop at Nordstrom. You want Saks Fifth Avenue, Neiman Marcus. No heat, no judgment. But the problem is your sexual marketplace value, you don't have enough on your card. You don't have enough of a limit. You don't have enough of a limit. So just like you didn't want to settle in your 18 to 25 years, neither do these guys. Here's what's going to happen. If you are a woman 35 plus and you want a man that's on the same lifestyle level, you're going to have to share him. You're going to have to share him.
I like that. It's so many human beings. You all know I don't believe that. You all know I don't believe that. And I mean, there's logic to it, but his logic. But you know I don't believe that because there's too many people on this planet for you to worry about sharing people. Men don't have to share men. And the men are outpacing the women, or they have outpaced the women now. So globally they have.
Because why? Because you didn't get him when you should have. That's just the bottom line. You should have got him between the ages of 18 and 25. But whatever the reasons were, you chose not to marry in your prime. So if you're over 35 and you want a man in this category, you're going to have to share. And that's the problem. It's not as though that women can't find men in this category. Top 10%, top 15%, top.
And that's the thing. Those women, 666 women, that is a baseline. That's something for men to aim for. That 666 is something for men to aim for. That's not necessarily what women get or settle for. Women are not out there saying, I'm just going to get 666 and I don't want nobody else but the 666. Otherwise, if I wanted 666, Pookies and Nug Nugs we wouldn't have women pregnant by Pookie and Nug Nugs and X, Y, and Z. Okay. So you have everyday ordinary people getting married. So if ordinary regular people are getting married, then people can name what they want. I think it's a baseline. I think that was the problem. It was a baseline. Everybody came up with the same thing, same baseline. People heard it was a 666, and then they kept going and kept going, and that's not the reality. And most people know that's not the reality. Okay, I just want 6 likes, HQ. Well, then make it happen, Surcharge. Make how many likes you want happen. What do you mean? Where do you want 6 likes? Where your show at? Surcharge. Y'all hit the like button. Sir Charles said y'all need to hit the like button. Okay. They kicked me off the show, Sir Charles. What do you mean?
20% men. It's not that these men don't exist. It's not that they can't find them. They want these men, and they want these men to be monogamously one-on-one committed to them. And these men are not going to do it. They're simply not going to do it. Why? Because they don't have to, not with you. If they're going to commit monogamously, they're going to commit to somebody who can deliver them their own children. They're going to commit to somebody who's still in their prime. If his sexual marketplace value is here and your sexual marketplace value is here, you're going to have to share him because he's
but most women's sexual market value, most women's sexual market value is better than the man's. Most women's sexual market value is better than the man's. Because usually he travels up. Because most men are not gonna pick no ugly woman or a woman. Most men are not. Okay, most high value men are not gonna pick no ugly women. So her sexual market value is gonna be higher than his, because he's looking for a desirable person. So that don't make sense right there, because 9 times out of 10, the rich man is gonna pick. No, I mean, I was just joking. No, they didn't kick me off. I went. What happened? I had to do my daughter has been sick because she's been pregnant. Okay, she's been sick for the past couple months. So in order to help her out, I have been going to get her kids for a week at a time. And so since I went to go get the kids for a week at a time, I had to cancel on SBC, let them know early. I let them know ahead of time. I had to cancel again, and then they never invited me back. So they kicked me off. They didn't tell me to kick me off. They didn't say anything. They just kicked me off. So I've been helping my daughter for the past couple of months because she has 2 other kids. So I go get the 2 kids, and her and her husband take care of her while she's been sick. And so on the weekends, I would keep the kid. Yeah. So that's why I wasn't on SBCU when I first wasn't on SBCU. But after that, they never invited me back. So yes, I can only assume they kicked me. Plus they got Ebony, I think. She's good. She's okay. She's good. She's okay. Yes, Freak. I hate that name. Yes, Freak. Yes, Freak. Freak. Sure, I did. Didn't I drop the link? Or I know I did, right? Okay. So, yeah, that's what happened. Okay. Yeah, so surcharge, that's what happened. I didn't just they didn't kick me off. They just didn't invite me back after I was done with stuff I had to do. My daughter. That's all. Okay. Hello. We in the middle of the night. We in the middle. Y'all hit the like button, please. Hit the like button, and thank you very much. Thank you very much.
It's only 9:30 in Vegas.
Hold on.
It's not the middle of the night.
Before we go anywhere,
What?
we go any goddamn place,
Where?
I would like to say, HQ, congratulations on becoming a grandma again. I hope
Thanks.
the baby is safe and sound.
Well, the baby is in the ICU, so we're praying. So
I just wanted to say that all the people on the panel, I love all you guys. HQ, and I'm out.
thank you, Zeus. Thank you, Zeus. Who came up? Black America. Black America. Uh-oh. You even went AOL. What happened?
No,
Oh.
No, I'm here. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
higher.
Okay.
Mate matching.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't matter what your degree is and whether your PhD.
I'm a PhD.
All that does not matter. It matters the fact that you are mismatched mate value. If a man's mate value is here and you are over 35, your mate value only goes down every year.
Okay.
Fertility being one of them. So it's not as though men are getting revenge or anything like that. It's just they don't have to. Why pay full price for something that
Why do they feel like they don't have to be good, they don't have to be good mates when they get involved with women? Why they don't have to be good mates even though they make money like that? They can be amazing mates. Even men.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
He said men with money we got to share men with money. But you normally
Yes.
don't have to. You normally don't have to share men with money. There's men.
You will absolutely have to share a man with money. HQ.
I've never ran
Listen,
across a man who men know how to be faithful regardless of whether they got money or not.
HQ. Listen, you was married for 33 years,
Yes.
so you basically in your mid 20s,
Mm-hmm.
your all of your 30s and your 40s, you were off the market.
Right.
You had no idea what a man like me is looking for in a woman. You don't, and you have no idea what I tell them.
Okay.
I tell them anything I want. All of my friends, all of my friends, we tell, bitch, don't talk to me no more. And they
Oh,
never,
like America, no.
and HQ, they never leave.
No, you don't say that.
They, and they never leave HQ. They like going out on boats. They like getting in cars that don't have no top on them. They like getting on the back of Harleys. They like all of that stuff.
Yeah, but you treat them less than because they. Why do you treat them less than?
They had their chance. They had their bite at the apple. HQ.
Yeah, but there's some beautiful. Wait a minute. Did you see that video I made of that woman who had those 4 kids? The
What
4 kids?
what what would any guy want with a woman with 4 children?
Yeah, but she's still a beautiful woman. Do you know the one I'm talking
It
about?
doesn't. It I do. That Kendra G one, right?
Yeah.
She was really pretty, but she has zero value to a man at
Mm,
that point.
mm,
I don't want to take your kids to McDonald's. I don't want to take them to Del Taco. I don't want to take them to Disneyland and Disney World and Good Bush Gardens. I don't want to do any of those things.
mm,
They're nothing but a liability to my pocket.
mm. Okay.
And
Yeah,
and and
that's
I
a woman.
understand.
That's a woman. So take her, for example, without children.
And she was pretty, but she was old. And she was pretty, but she was old.
Yeah, but
I,
she was pretty.
but yes, she was pretty, but
She was above the normal everyday chicks.
but but she was old.
Yeah, but there's a lot of
It's
men who
not.
wouldn't even look at her like that. They'd scoop
Yes,
her up.
yes, yes. Older men. I'm 50. I'm in my 50s, right? So a man that's 60, he wouldn't look at her as old because she was like 40 or 41 or something like that. So he wouldn't look at her as old. But as far as me, I could literally start another family right
Mm, mm. Yeah, but
now. I have an 8-year-old.
but most people only marry and start families with people they're around their age, though.
Yes, and that's why I keep trying to get you out of this. Older people get married and they build together. It's nothing to build
No,
after
older
a
people
certain age
get married for they just get married for sex and money. I mean,
to
people my
to
age.
finish to finish out life. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm talking about her being at 40-year-old. She could.
Yes, her life is over. She can't have no kids. It's no reason for her to get
She
married.
said she can have one. She said she would have one or two more. She said
HQ. She's 40.
she can have
Everybody knows
kids.
HQ. She's 40. Everybody knows that high risk pregnancy starts at what age?
Yeah, but that don't mean they won't try it. Women will try it. They'll try it.
I, I don't want to try it. I don't want no little retard baby.
And but then the person she probably would be dealing with would probably already have children. A high value man would probably already have children already, and she would be
I agree.
perfect for a high value man if she just wanted to be a sex.
No, she wouldn't, because she's too old with children.
I'm saying, look, looks will put you on a whole nother level. I don't care what you think. The women will be put on a whole nother level with the look.
And what I'm telling you is, HQ, it'll get us to have sex with you. It won't get you the keys to the kingdom.
Oh.
We will have sex with you. We will have sex with a woman in their 40s. I like going up to about 44. After 44, it's just
what?
The attractiveness level is nothing. So
that lady right there, that belies everything you say. That lady for 40 is gorgeous. She beat Kendra all the way socks off. So there's plenty of men. Just like
that's what I said. I said for 40. Drea is a perfect example. 40 years old.
Yeah.
Perfect example. She's beautiful at 40.
Mm-hmm.
Once they hit 44, 45, that is Custard's last stand.
Right.
There is no more. I'm telling you, it's just the way God. It doesn't have anything to do with you, ladies. It's just the way that God's on.
I think it's a matter of what we see in the news. But these other people that are behind the scenes, and these other people that are just regular, ordinary Joe Blow individuals, they still doing way better than these ones that you see in public eye. Of course, there's other.
What do you mean?
There's other factors to go along with it. What the hell is her name? Lisa Ray, and all. There's other factors that go along with them.
So perfect. That's perfect.
But now look
at Lisa Ray. Now look at Lisa Ray 15, 20 years ago and Lisa Ray today. There's no comparison. I would still love to fuck Lisa Ray. She's still sexy as hell to me, but she's no longer beautiful.
Why would she be on your radar then? If why would she? She's on
hello, Diamond. No, she's not. Yeah. No, if she was, somebody would have married her.
They're on a different level.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If she was, somebody would have married her. Vivica Fox. Vivica Fox was a hot tamale. If she was, but now she's like syphilis. It's like something you're trying to stay away from.
Yeah, but I don't believe that criteria happens.
I know you don't. I know you don't, because you're a woman. You don't believe in it because you're a woman. You're not trying to date.
I'm not saying that you men don't think like you. I'm saying people who get married, who get in relationships, are normally average 2 to 5 years difference in age. So if older men get married or still get married, they're marrying women closer to their age. That's all I'm saying. I'm going by the statistics. I'm not going by what you think.
So yes, because that. Okay, so let me explain that part to you. I'm married, and me and you married for 30 years. We get divorced, right? So now we're both in our 50s. Am I going to marry a 50-year-old? Am I going to marry a 40-year-old? I'm going to marry a woman that's between maybe 37 and 45. I'm not going to marry somebody in their 50s.
Right.
Right. So, but I'm a one-off. So it's going to be a lot more younger people behind us coming up and getting married, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because most times after we get free at this age, HQ, I don't need to get married anymore. I've gotten married. I've raised all my kids. I bought houses. I bought cars. I've done all of this. I've done all of that. I don't need a permanent woman because there's so many women in your range that don't have a man. I get to fuck everything all the time.
But I'm saying, if they get married, that's what they're looking for. Y'all assume that when all women are looking to get married, we have been trained, we have been programmed as a black race, as a group of women, not to depend on men making us husbands, men making us wives, not being a wife.
Okay.
So
okay.
he's the demographic. You're talking to the you're talking to a demographic who don't expect to be married. There's plenty of men to sleep with. I don't have to get married. I don't have to get married.
But so you just said it. So who do you think that benefits? Does that benefit you or it benefits us?
It depends on.
Just look at it.
Sex. Y'all got to look at
sex only. Yes. Sex only. Does it benefit the man or does it benefit the woman?
The woman, because she can get sex at any time. Any woman can get sex at any time. You got pussy, you can get sex at any time.
Well, I wish
you all got to ask for it. Us women don't ask for it.
I wish all women thought like you that it benefited.
If you don't want to get married, if you're a woman and you don't want to get married, you can have sex at any time.
And what I'm telling you is, if just sexual relationship, if it benefits women more, I wish all women thought like you, because that is all that we want. That's all that we want.
Yeah, but
we don't want to take you to dinner.
Don't want to give a lot of them just don't want to have sex just to be having sex. They would like to have sex with one particular man.
Hey, HQ, I'm bringing you to Vegas in October. We gonna hang out, so you can see what people are actually doing. So tell your daughter and them they gonna have to figure something out with them kids. People been figuring shit out with them fucking kids. Fuck them kids. Fuck them grandkids. we gonna hang out for about 3 or 4 days, and you're gonna see what happens.
But that's not fair. Because in Las Vegas, they pay for women,
but you don't have to pay for it. We got regular neighborhoods.
Oh, okay.
Everybody not rich.
Right. Triple X, what brought you up here, sir?
Salute Black America. Salute to you, HQ. How are you? How you guys doing?
How you doing?
Interesting. You done brought Kevin back, huh? Back for more, huh?
Yeah, she like Kevin now, bro.
I know.
She's starting to understand it a little bit. Oh, yeah. I do have to explain a few more things, like the high value and the regular man stuff to you, unless Lex can. But we still got time. So go ahead, Lex. Sorry.
It's many episodes out there. It would take months to go through these episodes because it's just too much.
Yeah, he's got a lot of content.
Right.
On the topic of what you guys was discussing, one of the things to keep in mind is, and Black America made a good point, we're mostly talking about more well-to-do guys, I would say. Probably not so much guys that's just looking to get by, or guys that's never ever had any success at all with women, and the age range they'll be looking to marry at a certain age. Of course, I definitely agree. When people are younger and they're getting married for the first time,
right,
that age spread you mentioned, that's absolutely correct. I don't disagree with that. But generally speaking, if a guy finds himself single at over 40 or he's into his 50s, if he does get married again, he's generally not looking for a woman around the exact same age. That's just how it goes.
No, I'm not saying that he's looking for her. I'm saying statistically, he still ends up with her.
Yeah, but that the statistics, the reason why it doesn't tell the whole story is this: the men that those women would want, that's desirable, those men are not marrying women of the same age. If a big guy that's Mr. Leon size that makes $50,000 gets married again, he's probably maybe marrying a woman the same age as him or older. But a guy y'all would want isn't likely doing it. That's the point, and that's the difference.
Yeah, but here's the point. The whole point is that most men are not on that. Most men are not on that level.
Yeah, but it comes down to what men you guys want.
Yeah, but most. But if all my pool, if my
most
whole
guys
pool,
ain't six figures. Yeah, you got a group of 6-figure guys that come up here regularly. I think almost all the guys you have that come on your panel is at 6 figures or close to it.
Right.
So yeah, I mean that's
but money is not important. Your money is not important. Well, to some people, money is not important because what good does it do me for money if I try loyalty or I prioritize loyalty or faithfulness or anything
else. Those are the things that matter to you.
Situation because of what has happened, and I'm not counting your pockets or nothing because whatever you got is none of our business. But likely, I can just tell from your demeanor, you're in a relative comfortable situation. Respectfully. And most women, and I know a lot of women, I know a lot of older women.
Lex, did you hear that laugh, bro?
They are not.
Did you hear that little laugh?
I wasn't laughing because of nothing.
Go ahead, Black. You got it.
Laughing because of nothing.
No, and this is another thing. This is another thing I wanted to tell you, HQ.
Yeah.
So, as a man or a young man, you start out on fries, then you move to burgers, then you move to district, general manager and things like that. So as men, you move up the ladder. So yes, the majority of men aren't making 6 figures, but once the men hit 45, 50 years old, those men are making 6 figures because it's a continuous thing. So I'm older than Lex. When I move out of my 6-figure spot, Lex moves into my 6-figure spot. When Lex moves out of my 6-figure spot, my son is right behind him and he moves into it. And then Lex's son moves into the spot. So every man damn near eventually, no man stays a Walmart packer forever. You see what I mean? Right. You always advance and grow as a man. So that is when we're saying, most men don't, because men, as we get older, we die. So that's not most of us. You know what I mean? So yes, but when we get to a certain age, we hit that 6 figures, we work it and we stay there for a while, and then we either age out or die. And then the next group that's coming in that age frame, they hit it. And that's the way it works.
Yeah, but most of these people are married. Most of these people are married. They find that success. They find the fact that they make 6 figures. They usually get married, or they're married before they hit the 6 figures.
They're married before they hit the 6 figures.
Right.
They're married because it's just like Lex.
How do you explain that though? How do you explain that?
It's like this. Go ahead.
If women only want men with 6 figures, how does he end up with a wife and all that before he hit the 6-figure mark?
Lex, how tall are you, Lex?
6'4".
Lex is 6'4". And what age are you at right now?
40s.
He's in his 40s, right?
Right.
But he's 6'4".
Right.
He could have got married when he was 25, 26, because women was on him just because they thought he could play basketball. They didn't know he was a goofball and a nerd. But he could have got married then. And the woman who he married 15 years ago, now she would be living in the lap of luxury because now he's the man that he's coming in to be.
Question for Triple X. Why didn't you marry younger? I don't want to be personal, but I'm just asking, why didn't you marry younger if that was the case?
Well, I mean, Black America's right. I mean, if I really, really wanted to at that age, I could have done it. You know, but the reality is that wasn't something I wanted to do like in my early to mid 20s, you know, not unless I just had like a dynamite prospect that was on deck. You know, I had some solid stuff around that age, you know, maybe a couple things I could have worked with, but at that age, a man ain't ready to settle down till he ready to settle down. That's just how it goes.
So you never ran across that right one or one that you could work with.
Basically, I would say so. Like in the earlier years, like basically, I had a couple that might have been kind of decent. Maybe I could have worked with, but back then, at that early of an age, I wasn't really trying to be married. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed my freedom, but
He was 6'4". Do you know how many options he was having?
Yeah, but and that's another thing. That's another reason why we in the community are less married, because men are not trained. Black men in the community are trained to date out. I mean, they're trained to get as many options as they can instead of getting married.
That's not necessarily what it is, though. HQ.
That's not what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, most black men are not encouraged to get married at no 22.
Right. HQ.
No,
if I had a red hot prospect in front of me in my late 20s, early 30s, I probably would have jumped on it. It's a good possibility, but that wasn't the case. Or if I encountered that, it was a lot of games and shit. But go ahead, Black. You got it.
So I'm saying, over a span of 20 years, you never met one person that would have made you leap at the possibility of getting married.
Yes, but to answer your question, HQ, you can meet that person. The question is, what do they want? So you can go out and meet a Denzel Washington-esque guy tomorrow that sweeps you off your feet. Right. Now, y'all done hung out 1 or 2 times. What does he want? Because we know what you want, because he got everything you want. Now, what do he want? Right. Exactly. So like Black said, just go ahead, Black.
So now it makes it hard for him to get married because he knows what he has, and he's looking at the girls. And when he's out on the Spider or in one of his cars or something like that, the girls want to fuck your car. HQ. I used to have a Range Rover. Women would run after me damn near in the Range Rover.
I mean, that's that whole principle of
facts.
That whole principle
so now it turns to where you can't trust. When I was in the early 90s, I was still a teenager, right? I was still a teen. I had a Navigator HQ. Yeah, 19, 20, 21, 22. I had Navigators. I had trucks and cars. All of this stuff. And what I'm telling you is that women like shiny things. Now he's in the predicament where he's like, do she like me or do she like my shit?
Exactly.
You saw that 40-year-old that was on Kinder's, right? Triple X.
Which 40-year-old?
You didn't see the 40-year-old that was
on? You mean a woman?
Yeah, the woman. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did see that. Oh boy.
What?
That woman was a real piece of work. She's in fantasy world.
Right.
Hey, Black, did you see it?
Yeah, and that's why I tried to tell. That's why I tried to tell HQ. Don't no man want no woman with 4 kids.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
she didn't have 4 kids.
yeah,
Triple?
4 kids.
I
And
said
she want the gas she want is 10 years younger than her too.
I'm saying if she didn't have 4 kids, you wouldn't try to date her?
She would be good for sex only. She's 40.
If she don't have kids. Come on now. There's 40.
She's
there's a 45-year-old. There's a 50-year-old that'll be looking at her.
No, I'm 52 and I would look at her for sex only.
She's the one that I'm talking about. The lady that was. I'm talking about the lady who did.
She was pretty. She had pretty teeth. She had a really beautiful smile and some really pretty eyes.
And so you wouldn't take her, but most men 50 years old would take her. Just most men would, because she's way above and beyond what you can imagine that you would be getting. You would never even be able to look at a woman as beautiful as
she
that.
would have to have all
cylinders. We're not talking about women
fired.
who have kids. We're not talking about a man who's looking for a woman with kids. We're talking about a man who's looking for a beautiful woman that's on his arm that's 10 years younger. Oh hell yeah. 50-year-old
What
plus
good
you looking for her.
What good does that do me if she's unruly? What good does that do me if she talks too much? That's what I'm saying. She would have to have. She would have to be perfect at that age.
You're gonna get that same goofiness at 26. So that can't be the criteria.
And then you know what you do? Just like I told you before, and Triple X, let me know if I'm wrong. You tell her to get the fuck out and you never see her again. And you don't worry about it.
That's right. Adios.
Yeah, but not men, not all men function like that. Black America.
All men. Once we get to us, and that's what I'm trying to explain to you. Once we get to a certain age, yes, unfortunately, we do. Unfortunately,
how do people get even and get into relationships if y'all don't want to be? You making me think the men just don't like black women or don't like women.
See, there you go. You jumping out the window.
Shit.
Yeah, you jumping out the window.
That was the bullshit. And you always said every avenue I try to go down with you when it comes to relationships, you tell me we don't give a fuck about her. I can take it or leave it. She just sex with me. So how am I supposed to take it other than the fact that you don't like women? How am I?
Oh boy,
we love women.
What are you talking about?
I know I'm talking about Black America, because every opportunity I get to go down an avenue with him, well, maybe this is how that goes. He said, no, we don't care about him. Go down this avenue. No, we got a X, Y, and Z. She's just gonna be used for sex. But then if it's only those two, if it's only those particular things or avenues in which you go down a path with a woman, how is it that you can say you like women?
Because I love women. What are you talking about? You know, I have an affinity for women. So I'm sure Triple X has an affinity for women too.
Oh yeah. We very much fool with women.
Okay,
like,
you fool with women because they got a pussy. That
don't
mean you respect
women. No.
Well, no, I don't. So now I am going to agree with you there. No, I do not respect women, but I do care for and take care of women. I don't care about women, but I do care for women. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I'm a protective woman. I provide. You know, I've done a lot. You know, to help women HQ. So I mean,
y'all be on here capping.
No. Listen, let's be real. Look, I call it down the middle. I met an Ethiopian chick a few years ago. I really dug her. You know what I'm saying? She was very, very attractive, very feminine, very light demeanor. I very much had the hots for her, but she was full of games, you know? And I'm sure a lot of guys was interested in her, and she was leading a lot of people on, I'm sure. But that goes to show you everything can't be Triple X fault. So there you go. And I'm sure HQ is like, it's all your fault, you know. But hey, let's
because you know why I asked to say this question, because I sometimes I hang out the past week or so, I've been going over to the Passport Bros channel, right?
Yeah.
Because they've been doing some foolishness over there that Jay Rello been acting a straight fool, right? Jay Rello, and I talked to him, and I've talked to him once or twice and said, you know, you gonna get yourself in some trouble. And sure enough, they looking for him in the Kenyan market. They looking for him in Kenya, right? Because he put his hands on a woman. But that's neither here nor there. So I've been in the Passport Bro space, because that's the space that I started out with. I started out in the Passport Bro space, talking to the Passport Bros, right? So over there, you sound like them. And I had to go.
I'm not no Passport.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, I met her here. She was in the States. I wasn't in Ethiopia.
And I don't even really, not saying I don't get down with them, but I had never went to like their part of YouTube.
No, I'm not saying that you don't like women. That's not what I said. What I said was, you sound like you don't like women. You sound like those Passport Bros over there. Like they don't like Americanized women. You sound like that.
When did we say anything specific about American women, though?
I mean, because because the positivity you don't run into positivity. It's all
HQ. You have to question the women.
I hear the women. I hear the women too.
I mean, you know, if you got multiple men telling you things about women, maybe that may be a concern. You might have to look a little bit more into it, respectfully.
Yeah, but y'all don't tell me multiple things. Y'all tell me. I hear the same.
I said multiple guys telling you the same thing.
I hear the same thing from multiple guys. Hey, she got an attitude. She don't know how to keep her leg closed. That's the best ones I can come up with. Those are the best ones. I always
that's not good enough for you.
I mean, I didn't say that wasn't good enough. I'm just saying that's
come on, HQ.
That's what we hear. I'm saying
yes, because that's what it is.
Right. And you all come up with 2, 3, all of you, every one of you come up with at least 2 or 3 of those scenarios, and the women got a long list. So why is it they got a long list and y'all only got 2 or 3 talking points?
Let me ask you a question, HQ. This is a serious question.
Yeah.
How do people get married? Do people get married because the man says we want to get married, or the woman say we want to get married?
Shit. I don't know. I'm gonna take a guess. I'm gonna say because the woman wants to get married.
So you're already looking at it, though, right?
Yeah, the man asks.
Men ask women,
exactly. Men ask women to get married, but you know not to ask a woman that you know ain't gonna marry you.
No, men ask plenty of women that they know that's not going to marry you. That's not the problem. That's not the problem, HQ.
What's the problem?
Once again, as a man, we have already chose you as a woman. It is just up to you to pick us and say, okay, I'll marry you. So now,
woman is the one who's in charge of marriage?
No, but women aren't going to get married if a man isn't asking her to get married.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure if she did, in that scenario, then they would marry.
If she did what?
If in that scenario where they're dating and she asks or she says something about getting married, he more than likely he'll say yes or no. So you're saying they got to choose you. If they got to choose you, then it's a woman who's making the decision about getting married, right?
No, that's not right. That's not right.
No,
you could be perfect and have one thing out of whack for Lex, and then another thing out of whack for me, and neither one of us asked you to marry, right? but you're perfect, right? But you got one thing for him and one thing for me. Most times, you're not going to get married because a guy is asking for one thing and the women aren't doing it.
Like what?
And the women
give me a real life scenario. The guy is asking for what and the women are not giving it to him.
Respectful, to be put first. I can give you a laundry list. Be respectful.
And when you say I get the respectful, being put first, what do you mean?
If a woman, I'll give you a perfect. So this is a true life thing for me.
Yeah.
I had a girl who was taking care of her mother, and she had a godson, right? And she had a little brother, right? Hey, I want you to come on board. You know, I got all of this. I got these other people. I said, well, I don't care nothing about all of that. Me and you've been rocking and rolling for a couple of years. They're underneath my umbrella. Are you willing to put me first in your life? See, they still stay under my umbrella, but you will have to put me first in your life. I don't want to hear about your mama. I don't want to hear about nothing about this kid. I don't want to hear shit about nothing. You know, your brother, who's a grown goddamn man, you acting like you're a baby. He been in prison for 10 years. And she couldn't do it. So I had to exit.
Yeah, but that's extraordinary. That's an extraordinary. That's extraordinary. I'm saying a regular ordinary. I'm talking about a regular ordinary woman who doesn't have a regular ordinary woman. What do you mean by she don't put a woman doesn't put a man first? What does that mean?
That's
extraordinary. That's an extraordinary example.
You know what? That one girl you had up here that was talking to Kevin Samuels that was real attractive, that light-skinned girl, she's a prime example of what he's talking about.
The first lady?
No. The one you had up here, it was, I think maybe a week ago, it was me, you, Black America, and I think...
She was talking to Kevin?
She was talking to Kevin. She looked model-less. She was like 29.
Okay, yeah, 29.
Yeah, and she was real selfish, though. Super selfish.
Oh, yeah, the lady we said we were self, we said was self. Yes, that's it right there.
Example. So
that is and that is the way women are running.
So I'm asking you, how does she fit that category?
What do you mean?
I'm asking you. I want to know, how did she fit that category?
Like Aaron said when the Iceman was up here, Aaron said it. He was like,
"What?
If you're already incredibly selfish, you come into the dating game is just you really wanting to be abusive."
No. What I'm saying is, you said that women don't put you first.
No. That's not what I'm saying. What I said, the issue I had with her is that woman was incredibly selfish, like a lot of women are on the dating scene, and a lot of women in general are.
Yeah, so, but that's something, and I told Aaron that since that's something that's already.
You might want to rewatch that video because Aaron crushed you after you said that too.
No, I'm trying to figure. I don't know where you crushed me at because I don't get it. So I'm trying to figure out. You said women are selfish, and I said every person is selfish.
All jokes aside, essentially what he said was he said, "Yeah, but if you're coming to the dating scene,
right?
Which if you're trying to get to know somebody and eventually come into somebody's space, if you're coming into that from a position of being selfish." Then you're coming into it being abusive. And he's right.
And I said, I remember me saying that every person who's single that comes into a relationship is coming in it selfish.
No, after that,
but that's not true though, HQ. That's not true. Men are selfish.
We are not gonna pretend. We are not gonna pretend like men.
Hold on.
Do come in spending money? What are you talking about?
Do men spend money for dates, HQ?
Yeah, they spend money for dates.
So we have to go to work, right? We have to spend our money and our resources on you. Then we have to spend time with you. Picnics, movies, bowling, going out to the bar, shooting pool, taking you to the gun range. We taking you out on the boats. I'm taking you out riding around town on my motorcycle. I am doing all of these things. None of and all of these things that I'm doing are for you. It's not that's not me
Facts.
being
So
selfish.
because so you're
This
saying,
is these are all things that men do,
I mean,
and none of those are selfish.
I get all of that, but I'm saying because she don't do all of that, that means that she's selfish.
No, what a woman needs to do, even if you're not having the best time in the world, is act like you lie to me. Bitch, lie to me. Act like you are having a great fucking time. Act like this is the first time you're doing it. Act like you're excited and happy to be there. We're not getting that.
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
take
It's
you to
not.
I take you to Buca de Beppo. You oh you know what? I had this before and it's, are you serious? Like so that's what I'm saying.
Wait a minute, why we got the most selfish human beings? So
HQ, how many women do you? And you know a lot of women. Are you really surprised to hear this? Like, I mean, for real,
yeah,
for real.
I am. I'm surprised to hear it.
HQ, have you ever paid for a first date?
Man. I don't believe that at all.
That's crazy.
Have you ever paid for a first date, HQ?
I asked her that too. Go ahead.
And that's a no.
I don't think I have.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, Black, I was up here asking her the
Exactly.
other day, has she ever invited anybody out?
Yeah, but I've never invited anybody. I've never.
See, that's wild, man.
That's selfish.
Yeah, like what are we talking about?
What do you mean? I'm not in a relationship with you. What do you mean?
It don't matter. You don't need to be in a
doesn't
relationship.
matter. Has a man asked you out in the last year? Has a man asked you out for dinner and paid for it?
And I paid for it? No.
Not you, him. And that's what I'm telling you. He had to do something for that money, which meant he invested time for that money by going to work. And then he invested time in you by taking you out to dinner. And then he paid for it on top of that.
But I'm saying that's not being selfish because I didn't pay for the date. That's not the same.
No. What he's saying
women
is
pays.
you didn't.
Women don't pay. Women don't put anything in.
But that's not me. That doesn't mean she's
selfish. HQ, but you're not countering and offering any dates at different times that you want to take him out and spend your money voluntarily.
And you're not offering anything.
Not on a large scale, though. Not on a large scale.
You're not offering anything but soaking up our time and money, effort, and energy.
Yeah, but that means I'm a selfish human being.
She's trolling, man.
That means I'm a selfish human being.
I think
because you pay for all that. I'm just asking. I don't see how that makes me a selfish human being because you pay for the dates. You offer to go on a date. You pay for the dates in X, Y, and Z.
I got a better question. HQ, in the dating phase, what does a woman besides sex give of herself?
Give her in the dating phase.
Yes. What does it cost her? What's her total?
It doesn't cost her. It doesn't cost anybody anything.
It costs a man a whole lot. What does it cost
money?
a woman?
But money is not. But that doesn't mean she's
money, time, effort,
and it costs her money, and it costs her time. Same thing.
What money does it cost her?
It cost whatever money, whether it's whatever money. But see, the whole point is, if I would say, it would be selfish if I offered and I decided I wasn't going to pay. If you offer and you pay, offer for the date, ask for the date, then you pay for the date. If I offer for the date and then I should pay for the date. 9 times out of 10, a man doesn't allow you to pay for the date, or he doesn't want you to
How
pay.
many times have you asked a man on a date, HQ?
I never.
Exactly. And that's
Yeah,
what
but
we're
that doesn't
talking
mean
about.
but that doesn't mean you're a selfish person because you didn't ask people for a date.
Oh my
What's
God.
thoughtful about it though? What's thoughtful about it?
There's not. You don't have to be thoughtful. I don't know who you are.
Being thoughtful is important to a man.
Well,
It is.
The whole point is we ain't in a relationship, so that's not.
It don't matter if it's in a relationship. I'm not in a relationship. Wait a minute, HQ. I'm not in a relationship with a lot of. I'm not in a relationship with a lot of women.
Selfish. Now
I'm gonna give you an example. I'm not in a relationship with a lot of women. I've had 6 women I know this summer ask me, when you bringing the boat back out? Now, I need to do some stuff to my boat before I put it back on the water. I'm probably not going to put it back on the water this year. It'll probably be back out next year. But they're asking that because they want to go out on that boat because they know they're going to have a ball and they ain't going to spend a dime.
Not a dime.
Not a
you know
dime.
how much
They ain't gonna gas
you know
that
how much
boat up.
you know how much to gas my boat up is? HQ and go out on the lake. And then if we go out on the lake for the day and we're riding around and I got to get more gas because we got this big tube that we blow up and we got the skis and all of that shit. You want to do all of that. And if I got to get gas again out at the lake, you know how much that shit is like $5-6 a gallon. Like it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But nobody pays for anything.
We're running premium. This is a racing boat. We're running premium, baby.
I get all that. It's a
right. Oh, you get it. You get it.
No, I'm saying I get that men pay the bulk of those things when you go on a date. I get all of that too. I get it, but it's a different story. But that's not on the same level as because she doesn't pay, that makes her selfish.
No, she doesn't offer.
If she doesn't offer, that might be a level. That might be a level of selfish.
Yeah. Is she really thinking about me if she don't offer?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that
that's
doesn't inherently.
Well, hey, she gonna be what she gonna be, and she ain't gonna be considered for nothing serious. Now, she
but
can
that
play
don't
it like that.
make her a bad person because she didn't offer to pay for it.
None of us said it made her a bad person.
It don't make her a bad person.
It'd be a different story if she came to the date and said,
you
got to, I ain't paying for nothing. You got to pay for my date. Yeah, I ain't paying for nothing. That'd be selfish.
We don't even look for you to do it because we know for the most part you're not going to do it, HQ.
So if you know it's baked into the cake, why would you call her selfish if she doesn't do it?
That's not what I'm talking about. In my case, I wanted the woman to put me first and for her to understand that everything that she cares and worries about falls underneath the umbrella of me, which means she's taken care of at that point. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that. That means she's not going to submit to you.
Let me tell you something. This is what happened, right?
She's not going to submit to you.
Let me tell you what happened.
Okay.
So it was raining, right? And in Vegas, it doesn't rain much. And the streets got real slick. So she gets on the freeway, spins out, crash her car. It goes into the guardrail. He totaled the car, right? So I was like, cool. I take her over to Hyundai. We go jump in a brand new Sonata for her. It was, I feel like I'm driving around. What was her exact words? I feel like I'm driving around in a basketball player's side bitch car. Oh. It's a brand new Hyundai Sonata.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Selfish and not putting somebody first. Yeah, like I said, I don't.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Think you understand.
That was I get that particular part. That's a very thoughtless. That's a very thoughtless thing to say, and I get.
And that's what Triple X was just saying.
But not all women are that way. But see,
here's the thing,
and it's not all women.
But HQ, I done dated more guys. I done dated more.
You're one?
I done pause. I done dated more women than you done dated guys, because I've been at it longer. So I'm gonna tell you like
but
this.
still, I'm
gonna
saying,
tell you like this. It is like that. Women that do that is incredibly rare, and usually when it do happen, is because they're behind the 8 ball. They done dirt, or they done really messed up, and they really trying to get back. But for us to just already be cool and them to just volunteer, it don't happen. It's incredibly rare, and this is from a large body of dating experience that I can speak from this.
Yeah,
from.
but most women are not.
You just ignored everything I just said.
No,
HQ.
I understand what you're saying.
How can you say most women? I just told you I've dated
I'm saying
substantial amount of women, and they're not doing it.
No, I'm saying most women are not going to pay for dates. Most women just ain't.
Oh well, yeah.
Most
and I'm saying that's problematic. That's
but
problematic.
that doesn't make her inherently selfish, though. That's not
HQ,
how that works.
You missed the point, baby. You missed the point.
I got you totally. I'm just telling you, get that out of your mind.
I don't think you
pay
do.
For a date doesn't make her inherently selfish.
Yeah. I think if a guy took the position that, hey, after so many dates, we cool or whatever, I'm not paying for any more dates, he gonna get called a lot of names. Okay.
See, at that particular point, I mean,
y'all can come out on the boat,
you go,
but I ain't putting no more gas in this boat.
But you start as you go. If you start,
right, Black, any excuse to hold a man accountable.
I'm not. I'm just telling you how men and women react. Most men pay for dates.
Look, it's no problem.
We don't have a HQ. We don't have a problem with.
So why did you? If you didn't have a problem, why did you?
We want something for it. We want the appreciation for it. When I drop you off, I want a text back saying, "Man, even if you didn't like it, hey, I really had a great time. Unfortunately, I'm not going to want to be able to see you again, but I want you to know that I had an awesome fucking time." Right, something like that. So, that's not what happens. That's not what happens, HQ. The next time you say, "Oh, can we go to Papa Do's next?" Knowing you don't want nothing to do with the man.
Every time I talk to y'all, the dating market become more trash. I swear.
Can we go to State 48? Shit. Can we go?
Nobody's thanking people for dates. Nobody's appreciative for dates.
No.
Hell no.
Hell no. Are you surprised?
Hell yeah, I'm surprised. Are you thinking these guys were immediately? Well, back in my day, I would have picked up the phone. I would have immediately picked up the phone, waited for the next morning, and I'd have been like, I really enjoyed our date.
HQ, that's not what happens now. That's not what happens now.
I'm just saying I would have done that because that's natural. That's decorum.
You're not like these women. We are in a different generation. HQ.
I don't.
Me and Lex are out here dealing with these women.
This is embarrassing. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing.
It's too easy, man. It's too easy.
You mean to tell me in the age of this instant talking, instant texting and calling, when you go on a nice date, when she goes on a nice date with a man, you don't get any kind of response back that says she had a good time? I mean, just them words. I had a great time. Don't have to say nothing else. I had a great time.
Nine times out of 10, no. It's what are we doing next?
Ouch.
Just like Lex said, everybody loved going out on my boat. My boat is down. I broke the awning on top of my boat, the cover that for the block out the sun.
Yeah, the tonneau cover. Yeah.
So I broke the tonneau cover on my boat because I didn't take it down last weekend on my way from the boat, from the lake, and I tore it all up, pulling it behind the truck.
Ouch.
But everybody like, oh, I want to go out, but because it's still 105 here in Vegas. So, going to the lake, like it's gonna be warm all the way into the middle of next month. It'll be over 100 degrees. So
Mm,
everybody always want to go to the lake.
right.
They don't do nothing but go down there. I got a cabin cruiser. I don't got the speedboat like him. I got a cabin cruiser. So they don't do nothing but go inside the damn thing and fall asleep.
Mm,
But they like being out on the boat. So
right.
I know what he's talking about.
Wow. And that much. See, that's a. What kind of women are y'all meeting? I don't understand.
HQ.
What's going on?
Regular women.
HQ. Man,
Regular
let me
women.
take it, man.
Crazy. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me.
It's just regular women, HQ.
Regular,
Mhm.
everyday decorum, and you can't get them to say thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Can I pay next time?
Oh
What would
no,
you like to do?
that'll never happen. That'll never happen.
That's trash. That's bad. That's bad. You know how bad these women need charm school. Do you understand how bad these women need charm? You know what? Next week, did y'all see my advertisement?
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen that.
Yeah, I seen it.
I'm talking about the green one.
Yeah.
The love checkup or whatever.
Yeah, the love check. Yes. We're gonna have to do that. Because the emotional women keep spouting about emotional intelligence, and I'm starting to think the women don't have no emotional intelligence.
HQ. They don't care.
Yeah, HQ. Why
That's
do
what it
they have
is.
to care? Why do
They know what they're doing.
Yeah, why do they have to care, HQ? They go out, they have a great time, they don't have to spend any money, and all they have to do is soak up somebody else's time and resources, enjoy themselves, take fucking pictures every time we on the boat. Motherfuckers can't keep their fucking phones out their hands. Do
Facts.
you have that problem? Do you have that problem, Lex? Like the boat?
Yeah. People then lost their girls and lost their phone overboard. The Manolo shades that flew off their face from me hitting the boat hard and everything, man.
They can't keep their phone out of their fucking heads,
Right.
and they're filming the lake and they're filming themselves and all of this shit, and it's just like they doing everything for I was gonna say TV, but for pictures or whatever stories that they're
for the
doing
gram, they're showing off
to show people, oh, I'm with a nigga that got a boat. Oh, I'm with a nigga got a Harley. We out on the bike set, and they niggas out there burning out and stuff like that. That's all they care about, HQ.
They have been
That's all they care about.
They have been trained. We have been trained up and down since I don't know when, that marriage is not a part of what they want to do. And that's the whole problem. They have figured out that they don't have to be married in order to get the shit that they want. Well, they only want sex anyway. So if they only want sex anyway and they don't want to get married, according to the women, if men don't want to get married, then I might as well maximize my pussy. I might as well maximize what the hell is going on with my pussy and what I want.
And that's why I said, if women just want sex, HQ, that works out for me. That works out for Lex. Guess what? My house is paid for. That boat is paid for. These cars are paid for. The Harleys and shit is paid for. Everything's fucking paid for. If they gotta pay rent, don't come ask me to be putting money on your Ultima car number.
On your Ultima, right.
You know what I mean? Bitch, you riding around here in an Ultima, bitch. Like, stop. And you gotta pay rent somewhere.
Right. This is why this is terrible. This is terrible. This is trash. I mean, I
And
learn
that's
something new every time I talk to y'all.
Oh, now
and that's
you understand why Lex.
I've
ain't
always said
You
I
just like,
learned
why you
something
ain't
new.
married? Why you ain't married, Lex? Why you ain't married, Lex?
No, I didn't ask you that, Lex. I was just curious, like any other person.
That's just the second time you brought up why haven't you found a wife? Now you know, and you got
because I mean, hold up. It's partly your fault because the world is full of because you're able if you wanted to, you probably could do what you do in some other country. So why is it that you can go to another country and find another woman, not no American woman?
HQ, right? Okay, but look, that's me going way out of my way, like way out of my way. And I got a lot of stuff going on here. I'm in the process of starting a company right now. So, like, look,
right,
we gotta be realistic here. You know what I'm saying? If I'm out and about, and I even do traveling within the States, if I meet something, and then if I meet something and I like it, how they act is the question. You know, because you can like something as all you want. I like the Lamborghini GTO, you know, Performante.
Yeah,
you're right. You got $350 to drop on it, right? It's more than just
right.
liking it. Exactly, right. It's more than just liking it.
Yeah, but
the situation makes sense.
But I'm saying to you, you have outside options that other people don't have. So I have to look at you sideways because you have options to be outside the country, in another country, in a whole other state.
You just ignored everything I just said. I just told you.
You making excuses.
Hold on. I just told you I got a lot of stuff going on. Now, in addition to 2 tech gigs I got going, I'm starting up my own company too. So all that go on hold so I can go chase some women.
No, come on. I'm saying before you got all of that put on your plate.
I've been building though. I've been building, baby. I ain't never been sitting around. That's why I got what I got. I've been building, you know. I've been like on the grind heavy for a while. So
you messed around and got into your 40s, and then you didn't prioritize marriage like you were supposed to.
Well, look, here's the thing. It's been a priority for a little bit now. The reality is, if I meet a chick, she, like I say, the question is, what type of time is she on? If she ain't on the right type of time, it ain't gonna happen, baby.
You in the shit pool. You in a pool full of shit. So
no. Hold on. Let's not do
that.
That's not true. Let's not do that. I just told you, like, she know what I just said when I. You
just said that. That's all you. It's a matter of you keep running the same type of woman. I'm saying you in the same.
No, that's not what he said. That's not what he said. HQ, I'm gonna explain it to you again.
What did he say?
He has done well. He's not at the pinnacle, but he has done well for himself. Okay. And when a woman see him driving down the street, she don't know if she wants to fuck with him or fuck with his car. She don't know if he likes him as a person or what he can do for her.
Okay.
That's what he's saying, HQ. It's not now he's at the point to where he's cut his teeth, he's made his bones, and he can't find a woman who is authentically a real, genuine, and nice person. There's somebody that after, I don't know what you say, Lex, about 45 days, their hands start looking like cups. They start asking for shit.
Oh, yeah. Their hands look like a damn bowl after 45 days.
So
after about 30 or 45 days, oh, you know what? My car broke. Oh, I got a flat tire. Oh, you know what? Little Timmy needs heart disease medicine. My cat is sick. Can you take it to all type of shit?
So how do you seeing as how you keep running it up? How do you avoid? How do you avoid those type of women? How do you avoid?
You don't avoid anything because you have to get to know a woman to see what her situation is and what her background is.
So
they don't have it taped to their forehead, so you could just look at them and be like, I ain't going over there.
So my question is, why you ain't swimming why you ain't in your lane? Why are you not in your lane?
HQ, did you hear what I just said? What did I just say? Repeat it back to me.
I don't know what you said.
See, and that's a problem.
I don't know what
I
you
just
said, but I do know that you ain't swimming in your right lane. If that's the case.
So what's his lane? What's his lane?
A woman who got money, who got something to lose.
But what if those women don't want him, HQ? That's what he's telling you. He's saying that just because he might like something, that same something might not like him.
Okay.
You can only fuck with who want to fuck with you.
So you already went the trashy route. So the trashy route, you don't know whether the trashy route wants you for your money. Then you said you went up a notch. So those are the women that make the same amount of money as you, but they're not interested in dating you. Okay. So now
no, their character, HQ. It all comes down to character.
Exactly.
You're missing the whole character component.
Yep.
If I ask you to do something, that means you don't want me. If I ask you to do something and you can't complete it, but every time, oh, my car broke down. Okay, hey, I'm gonna drop everything. I'll be there in about 30 minutes. Just sit tight. I'm coming to get you. But I ask you for something, or I start seeing something go sideways or act shitty. That means you're not fucking with me the long way. Something ain't right, and it's not. We just start cutting our losses at that point.
Wait a minute. You mean to tell me that not one instance where you came along that they didn't come nowhere near none of those things, and it was always a character default. She had money. She wasn't there for your money. She wasn't there for your money, so she didn't need your help in that particular.
HQ. Look, let me put it like this. I'm gonna break it down for you. Okay. First off, I'm a man of standards. Number two, when I meet the girl, I date the girl. We enjoying each other. She enjoying me. I'm enjoying her. It's likely if I got interest, like high interest in this girl, it's probably a fair amount of other guys that's probably well-to-do or doing something with themselves got interest in this girl. Right. That's very, very likely.
Right.
So the question is she ready to consolidate down to one guy? Because she's probably dating multiple guys.
So after 6 months, you ask her and she ain't ready to settle down.
No, it usually don't stretch out that long.
I'm about to say it don't take that long.
Yeah, it don't take that long. Yeah, it ain't. She's not around for 6 months. If a girl is around that long, then yeah, it's become to the point where y'all probably then took it to a relationship. So you date her a few times, and then eventually she'll either drop off or she'll start playing games or whatever. But all that is basically saying she not interested in nothing serious. She's telling you by her actions. She ain't interested in nothing serious.
So when do you where's your criteria at for women? When do you start asking them looking for exclusive stuff? After 3 weeks? Because if you do it 3 weeks, you definitely ain't gonna get the right girl.
3 weeks. Well, hold on, HQ. Hold on.
I'm asking you.
When
do you ask for the
I'm gonna tell you. If I meet a girl, attractive girl, I like the girl, she's nice, feminine,
right?
Light demeanor about herself. If I like her, I'm dating her. Dates are going good. I take it on a date by date basis, and then I have to see how she's moving. What's her consistency? Is she showing any forward interest? I have to analyze and evaluate that. Is she calling any? Is she texting any? Has she expressed any interest in wanting to see me? Not necessarily saying she paying for dates, but has she expressed interest in wanting to see me? All of those things are added up. When I reach out to her and ask her to hang, is she excited? Do she hop on the opportunity? Is she like, I don't know, maybe I can't make it? It's a lot of things, HQ. So all those things, you have to evaluate all of those things, and those things have to be evaluated over a period of time before you make a move. Yep. And usually if the girl has her foot to the floor and the dude is doing everything he's supposed to, she gonna ask you what's going on with the exclusivity. That's how that worked.
It's about 45, maybe 60 days.
Yep.
It usually don't go past no more than 45, a month and a half.
45 to 60 days.
Yep.
45 to 60 days. It usually don't go no more than a month and a half.
Where the whole system breaks down and then you have to start all over again. Okay.
Usually they'll throw a pipe wrench in it somewhere along those lines. It's high. Yeah, and that's a low-key way of letting you know they don't want nothing serious. It'll probably, like he said, it'll probably go in the 3 to 6 date range. They'll find some way to throw a pipe wrench in there. Yep.
And so all of these things have just went straight to the tubes. Wow. I don't even begin to understand the dating phenomena. I don't even begin to understand that. All I know is I'm always looking for what is the cause, or why we can't get past these things on this side, why we can't get past these things. Why can't
because the ladies got ego and they want things their way and they selfish. So we're in the situation we're in.
And you tell me those things, and then the women say different things. Y'all should have been over there at Sharon's panel tonight. And they were saying some wild shit.
I bet they do. You know,
saying some wild shit.
Yeah,
so
Sharon is a panderer, so I wouldn't be surprised.
But the women,
that's why he's not liked. That's why he's not liked by anybody on this side.
Yeah, he's him and that public offender, man. Those guys are just panda bears.
Him and public offender.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Why is it that they panda bears? But if I point out any women who got talking points like y'all, them ain't no panda bears.
HQ, are they talking points or the truth?
Yeah,
they
panda bears. They panda bears.
No,
are they talking points or the truth?
That comes from the perspective of just a man's perspective about.
But are they true though? Are they true though?
They pandering.
No, are they true though? Is it true? What's not untrue about it? What's not true?
I find panda bears all over the place.
No, see,
panda bears don't necessarily. It don't. Wait a minute. Hold on. It don't necessarily mean that their talking points are wrong. The point is, it should never come out of a female's mouth, or it should never come out of a man's mouth.
It's why? Because
the truth should never come out of a female's mouth. What are you talking about?
Explain. Please explain.
From a female perspective, if I say everything is all the women, like y'all, like right now, y'all say everything is the women's fault. It's mostly the women's fault. Mostly women's fault. If I hear a woman say that, then I know she's pandering. If she says it's all the women's fault, it's all the women's fault, I know she's pandering. I know that. I know that for a fact. You say Sharon is pandering. All men's fault. I know they're pandering. Okay. So this is how I know that they're pandering. When you say it's all the women's fault and it's all the men's fault, then I know you're pandering. Because if you were objective, then you would know that there's fault on both sides.
What women are saying 100% of issues are women's fault? I don't think I've heard any woman that said that.
Lady O, the ex-stripper, what's her name?
What ex-stripper?
What's her name? The ex-stripper, pretty girl. Ex-stripper.
Oh, you talking about Six the Goddess?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, no. Six the Goddess has never said women were 100% of the fault, but she points out issues though. But she ain't never just said. I've heard her say things about men too.
Ask me who I know is pandering. Six the Goddess.
That's not
Lady Di T, Lady O, that Crimson Cure.
And Lady O just went ham him on a dude.
Yeah.
Right. So
who was she talking to?
She's
Who was she talking to? Who was she talking? Who was she talking to?
She was talking to a dude.
Who?
I don't know the guy, but
his name was Controversial Shannon. Yes, I know. I saw it.
Yeah, she went crazy. I bet you had a big grin on your face, didn't you?
She's a panderer. I'm just saying. They're just pandering. They just pandering. That's it. Because that's not a perspective. That's a male perspective. When you don't see when a panderer, when you know a panderer, when the panderer looks at the whole audience and say it's all men's fault. All men. Don't put no women in it. It's all men. That's a panderer. It's all women. It's all women. You women close your legs.
That's not what they're saying.
HQ. Can you tell me something that is a talking point that is not true? Can you tell me that? No, nobody says all. We say most or the majority.
All men are bandits. All men don't take care of the kids. All women are selfish. All of those are all of those are talking points. Yes.
No. So
because all of that is
the all men are bandits. That sounds like that comes from the sector of the women that hate men.
Sector, yes.
So can we even with the type of person she is, even validate and say that anything that they say is okay? As a human, we can't even say that anything that they say is either factual or okay.
No. I'm not saying some women are selfish. I'm not saying that some are not. But when you tell me that all women or most women are selfish,
HQ, you yourself have not asked a man on a date and have never paid for a date.
And that don't make me selfish.
It very much does.
It does not make me selfish.
It
has nothing
it is selfish.
It's very selfish.
It's very selfish.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying. You gotta listen to what I'm saying. When I hear that, when I hear women say it's all the men's fault, and when I hear men say it's all the women's fault, I know that not to be true. Because all humans can have these flaws. So that's why I don't stand on all men are this or all women are that. I never.
Let me ask you another question. Can all men just go on dates with women and not pay for them? And if they did not pay for them, what would the women say if a man did not pay for the date? Because it's baked into the cake, right? We accept that it's baked into the cake. Let's say a man did go on the date, right, and he wanted the woman to pay for the date. What would the woman say about said man?
If she initiated the date or he just initiated?
Nope.
She would think it was funny. She would think it would be weird if he didn't pay for the date. She would think it would be weird. This motherfucker broke. This motherfucker's X, Y, and Z. Yes.
But do we ever say that about a woman? If me and Lex are dating a girl, the girl be like, "Oh, I want to go to the movies." Now, is that the woman initiating the date? Because even when they do and say that, they still don't pay for the fucking movies and the popcorn and the dinner. You see what I mean, HQ?
Yeah, but that's an entitlement. That's a traditional entitlement. That's a traditional entitlement. Because most people.
She trolling, Black. She trolling.
I'm not trolling. I'm just
I think what it is she just doesn't see and understand that the men are not getting anything when they do those things.
But you're not supposed to get anything. That's the point. You're not supposed to get anything. Who said you taking me on 3 dates, I'm supposed to give you something? I'm just asking.
We haven't even crossed that bridge. But the simple fact that you just said that we're not supposed to get anything is selfish.
I'm saying you don't give 2 dates or go on 2 dates expecting something in the date. You're getting to know that particular person. If you said, hey, I paid for 2 dates, you paid for 2 dates, and then she says, oh, hell no, I ain't paying for no date, then I can understand. But if you're going on dates and you just automatically pull out a wallet, how is she the one that's selfish?
I
don't understand that.
I don't think you get it. I don't think you
yes,
get
I
it.
do. I just explained it.
HQ, I think your instant response is anytime somebody says you don't get it is I do.
You said I do. I get it. I get it completely. But you just heard what I said, how I explained it in my head.
So
is it
so
something?
then let me ask you this: is the man supposed to get anything? Is the man supposed to get anything?
He's supposed to you already told me what you're not getting. You're supposed to get that appreciation. You're supposed to get that acknowledgement that you did something for another human being. Of course, you're supposed to get that acknowledgement. But what do you mean it's selfish if you do it all the time and you get the acknowledgement? I understand. Now you're not getting any acknowledgement. You're not getting anything. No, that doesn't make her a selfish person. It makes her an asshole.
That would be even worse. But
no, but you know what?
But she's still selfish though.
That's why these women are just getting fucked. And then as soon as a nigga gets some box, they stop.
But that's not all women, and that's probably part of the problem. That's not all women, because if I went out,
you don't date women.
But this is how it sounds to me. You say women are selfish because they don't acknowledge the date and they expect us to pay for X, Y, and Z. If I went out with a guy, or I was dating a guy, and I always thought he could never pay for X, Y, and Z, and I thought in my head he's black and he's broke, or he's a black man and he's broke, then I would have those preconceived notions in my head, and obviously the relationship could never go anywhere because I don't have any good thoughts about the person anyway. But if you go on a date and every time you turn around and you go on a date and you say, well, damn, she never paid for anything. But every time, here's my question. If I went on a date with you, Black America, and every time I went on a date, I call you up after the end of the date and I said, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I enjoyed the date. Would I be selfish then? Because I didn't pay for the dates? Would I be selfish then?
Listen, by that second or third date, I want you to at least to offer to pay the tip. But by that third date, for me, it'll be over by that third date. Because if we not fucking by that third date, then I'm not talking to you anymore. That's just me. Now, Lex may be different. He may be more legitimate.
Y'all got to give me an answer. What did I say? I said you all based it on the fact that she didn't offer to pay. But every time I went on a date, every time I stepped out and I went on a date, when I came back in, I made sure I told him I appreciated the date. I appreciate the time that you spent with me. I appreciated blah, blah, blah. So that would make me selfish, even though I didn't pay for the date. I'm still selfish.
No, that would be showing appreciation. And what we're telling you is what's common now is that level of appreciation. It's not there. HQ, believe us. You have two men telling you the appreciation is not there.
So I'm saying every instant. So I'm saying I get what you're saying. I get you're saying that level of appreciation is not there. I'm saying that's not all women. That's what I'm saying.
And what we're telling you is no, it's not all women, but it's 88% of women. HQ. That's what we're telling you.
And so
we never said all, but if there's so many that it doesn't even matter about that other 12%.
Okay, so and you have 88%. 88% believe X, Y, and Z. So on the women's side, 88% believe X, Y, and Z about you men. So I'm not supposed to believe those women, but I'm supposed to believe your 88%, but I'm not supposed to
believe them about what? What exactly is
no, any of those things that they had a discussion over there on Sharon's panel today. I'm saying
that's a panel.
You have never paid for a date or asked a man on a date. You have to believe what we're telling you.
Right.
I'm not saying I'm not saying it's not true. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is if you have truths about relationships, so do the women. You're not the only one that has truths about women, about the relationship.
Okay, so
I'm saying to you, I'm saying to you, you have them, they have them. So both of y'all have them. So neither one of you can say, "Oh, I'm better than the other."
So what are the women saying? That the men are broke? The women are saying the men are broke.
No, I mean, I heard something about no ambition. I heard so I was sort of sleeping and dozing and whatnot.
That get back to the money.
So I'm saying, I'm just saying they have whatever gripes they have. I don't know. I would have to go back and look at that stream and blah blah blah. I had to look at that whole stream and look at it. But I'm saying
they want niggas to be ambitious so they can spend more of your money.
You kidding me? I'm saying you cannot.
They ain't talking about nothing.
I'm saying you cannot say that 88% of your conclusion for women is a valid conclusion, and then turn around and say the women don't have any valid conclusions. I'm saying if you have valid ones, they have valid.
Let me ask you a question.
Does theirs invalidate ours though?
No. This is the important question.
You all have separate issues, but if 88% of yours is true, then 88% of theirs is true too.
No, let me ask you a question because this is very important, and I want you to be honest as you can. If you've seen one of those women facially, were they beautiful women, or were they women that look like Lizzo? And you have to keep it real.
You can never see women. You can never see the women on those panels. They never cam up. I think I'm one of the only ones that really cam up.
So this is what I want to tell you. Flora, Tierney, Shiesty Bum. There are several women, right? Not very attractive. They all have the same gripes, and those women are going to continue to have the same gripes because they are going to keep getting bottom of the barrel men because they are low hanging fruit.
Those weren't just for the record. Those weren't the women that were on Sharon's panel tonight. These were
I know. I'm
He's
saying
speaking in general.
I'm saying in general, the in general look of those women. Right.
I mean, most of us are average. All of us are.
But some of those women are just plain but ugly. You can't keep doing that, HQ. Yeah, some of those women are fucking ugly.
Yeah, but the women that be on, but we can't say women are ugly. We can't say that because the women that be on Lapeef panel, those are beautiful women, and they have the same gripes. Okay, you go over to the Lapeef panel, and they have the same gripes.
It's big girls on Lapeef panel.
I'm about to say, what are you talking about? Ain't nobody fine over on Lapeef.
They ain't all big. And the women that be on Fatty's panel, them women don't be big. What do you mean?
The women are hideous.
You said Lapeef.
I'm talking about Lapeef.
The women are hideous.
I'm talking about
big girls on Lapeef.
You go over to Anton's panel.
They don't have.
You go over to DJ Torch's panel. You go over to DJ Torch, Sharon, Fatty, you go to yeah, what the hell is that? You go to any panel, and you're gonna find 2 or 3 women, 2 or 3 women that run around and complain. They have
Listen,
complaints.
HQ,
I'm saying,
Lady Di
Lady Di
is
died.
the only
Lady Di
is
died.
the only pretty woman that is ever on Pat Fatty's channel. Okay,
Lady Di.
Jazz, yes, she is the only pretty girl that is on Fatty's panel.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter whether they're beautiful women or not. That doesn't matter.
Does.
The
Because that is
outcomes
going
are
to say
affected by their
that,
looks. HQ.
that is going to say
why it
what
doesn't
kind of
matter
man you
because-
can get.
It don't matter
She's
because
strong. She's strong.
no, it doesn't matter what they look like because it's a complaint from ugly to pretty women. It's a
Not ugly. They're all ugly.
They all have that.
Do we hear Lady Di have those complaints?
Lady Di. Which one is the old lady or the young lady? Lady Di.
No, the girl that had the back and forth with Tyranny. They had the debate.
Oh, you mean Melanin? The
Is that her name? Oh, Melanin. Okay.
Her name is Melanin.
Okay.
Melanin.
So look at it, and I'm gonna give the names. Okay.
Yeah,
Six the Goddess.
I mean,
listen. Hold on. Six the Goddess doesn't have those complaints. She's beautiful. Lucky doesn't have those complaints. She's beautiful. Melanin doesn't have those complaints. She's beautiful. Danica Marie doesn't have those complaints. She's beautiful. Beautiful women don't have. Beautiful women.
Y'all gotta understand. You gotta
beautiful women don't
grip,
have
man.
the same complaints. No, they don't have the same complaints.
You're ignoring what we're saying.
Y'all gotta understand the grift. Come on.
No, it's not. It's not because Lucky's not grifting. Have you been to her panel? You think Lucky's grifting?
Y'all, come on.
You know what? That's HQ's counter argument that if it's an attractive girl,
she used to date Daryl. Do y'all know Daryl?
She never even been HQ.
Wait a minute. Do y'all know Daryl?
She didn't even meet the nigga though.
No. I'm saying, do y'all know Daryl in this space?
Yes. Yeah.
Daryl.
The little weirdo
nigga. Daryl. That's who.
Yes.
That's who she used to date. Okay.
No, she didn't. You can't even say she did. So that's a misconception right there, man.
Yes, they did.
Come on, H. That ain't.
They had a sexual relationship. Yes,
they didn't. They never even. He never even met her.
What do you mean? He never even met her. What do you mean?
She's here in Vegas.
Black America. We have been round and round with a relationship. Yes, they have. Come on. We know the relate. Go over to this. I can go to Daryl's channel right now. Daryl, what happened? Show me a video, Daryl. Can you show me a video of what went on? Yeah, I can show you one, HQ.
I bet you he can't show you a picture of them together. Exactly.
That's neither that's
the type of shit that I'm talking about.
I don't know the ins and outs. I know they had a sexual relationship. That's it.
They did not because they ain't never met. What is that shit gonna be? Niggas can't do that shit online. That'd be like
allegedly they
exactly.
Allegedly.
That'd be like me and Lex fighting. This nigga's in Detroit.
I don't know it personally. We just heard it from. I don't know it personally.
You heard it from.
I'm saying
you heard it from Daryl.
I said that to say. I'm saying
you heard that from Daryl, somebody that's a lying ass nigga.
I heard that to say.
This nigga work at T-Mobile.
Wait a minute. I heard that to say.
You can't believe no T-Mobile. You can't believe no T-Mobile working ass nigga.
What difference does that make? Where he work at?
If this nigga stealing phones from T-Mobile and he worked there, man, you can't use that.
I don't know what he does in his personal life like that.
Man, that's what I'm saying. You gotta look at man. You gotta look at these niggas and see how they moving, man.
But my
That's
whole
that
thing
shady
is
shit.
the reason why you brought up the names and you brought up the female name. I'm telling you, just because they say what you want to hear don't mean they believe it.
No, HQ. Those are the results they've gotten from men.
It's the result.
Hold on, HQ.
You didn't listen.
Those are the results.
You didn't listen to what I said.
If you think, wait a minute, if you think Danica Marie has received the same results Tyranny had, hold on.
I didn't say her. I don't even know her.
No, wait. I'm telling you why you got two women that's talking differently. And I'm telling you one of the reasons why, okay? If you think they're getting the same results, there's a reason why both of those two women have different opinions on men. Okay? That's all.
Danica Marie Mons, we in the weeds. We in the weeds. I'm telling you, don't believe every female that comes out of their mouth saying the talking points that you
Can we believe any of them that have those talking points?
I don't know. All I know is most women on here know how to make money out here. So if you make money on here, do you think
they ain't making no money? They ain't getting no money.
Yeah, she act like they making $1 million.
Yeah, they ain't getting no money.
What do you mean?
Them bitches is broke. They still have regular jobs.
If they
have regular jobs.
Yes, most people have regular jobs. Most people do. Unless they got serious money. Yes, most people do. Right?
That's what I'm saying. So they not getting no money from it. Listen,
I'm saying they're getting the money from the people who do super chats. They do all of that. You only make money by doing super chats. If you don't get super chat, you don't make no money. I don't get super chat, so I don't make no money. This is just pure for the heart and the love of doing this that I do this because I don't make no money.
This is what I want to say.
But hold on. But when you get super chat, you make money. My thing is, don't believe every female who say what you think in your head because they already calculated that I'm not saying all. I am not saying all. Just like y'all say that Sharon panders, so do the women. That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying nothing else. I don't know who, what, when. I'm gonna stop telling y'all who I know is pandering. I'm gonna stop telling because y'all don't believe me. I'm just saying
we already know who Pander is, but we know what the truth is, though.
No, really? Because every woman that I name, y'all push back on her.
I asked you to tell me where they fucking lied. Now, if you can point out to me and Lex where they lying, and me and Lex can then agree on it as two men, then we can say, hey, you know what? HQ got a point. So now find something.
No, that's not what
seriously, that is a lie.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying, and I said it to y'all. I said, you men have points and you women have points. Men have points.
You're changing.
No, you're not listening. I said if you have negative points and they have negative points, or they have positive or you have positive. It can't just be you got all the right points and they have the wrong points. I'm not saying you're right or wrong. I'm not saying they're right or wrong. I'm saying if you have complaints, so do they. If you think your complaints are correct, then so do they. If you have valid points, then so do they. That's all I'm saying.
How?
That's all I'm saying.
How, HQ?
I'm saying you cannot sit on here and say all the men are right. Men are right. It's all the women's fault. Nobody's fault.
Come on, bro. You can't do that.
That's not how that works. That's not how that works. You cannot say it's all women's fault. All women.
Nobody is saying that. HQ.
Okay, then. So there's valid points on their side, just like there's valid points on your side.
HQ. hold on.
That's all I'm saying.
Hold on.
All I'm saying.
But you know what, Black? We've explained to her the differences, but she just basically keeps flipping that.
No, I'm not flipping anything. From day one, I've been this way. I know that y'all got points, y'all got faults.
Yeah, you've been this way from day one, but that shit is wrong.
Absolutely.
That shit ain't right. Just like keeping it real. Absolutely. That shit ain't right.
Go over there. You go over the SBC channel, and from day one, I have said, y'all got valid points. They got valid points. Y'all got fucked up points. They got fucked up points.
But you can't say that. You have to look and see what's actually true.
Right, and you're not doing that.
And you're not seeing what's actually, and you're not seeing what's actually true. It has to be true.
Problem.
I see what's actually true.
What
have valid points? You have valid points, and so do they.
What are their valid points?
What are their valid points? Because you keep talking about, I'd have
to go through my.
Well, how do you know it's valid if you don't know it offhand? Like, what are we talking about?
Because I don't absorb all that negative energy.
Well, you have to make another live stream, bring their points up, and then we can have a conversation about whether it's valid or not.
Right, but that's the thing. I'm saying you
got two men validating.
Right, you're validating what's wrong with the women. I ain't never seen not one. Ain't no woman came on my panel except Flora and maybe Flora and maybe Tierney, who came up here, and then they had points or valid
points. Their points were bullshit.
You don't think their points are valid?
Their points weren't valid.
Wait a minute.
Their points weren't valid.
You don't think their points are valid?
Tierney married a hold on. Tierney married a little boy.
If you keep dismissing their
let
points,
Black speak on this. Go ahead, Black.
Tierney married a little boy, and Flora married one of the bummiest niggas in the world. All of us men can agree that nigga ain't shit. Of course she's going to get those fucking outcomes. You know why? Because she's unattractive. Her body looked like a sack of potatoes. Tierney is controlling. She looked like Beetlejuice and a raccoon about the eyes. And that little boy is the only person that would accept her with 2 baby daddies and ex-husbands and 3 kids, and then put another one up in her. She is water, and that shit seek this own level. She's getting where she's at. That's where she's at.
Yeah, I get that.
So her shit ain't valid. Her shit ain't valid.
Do you really get garbage?
No, y'all don't get it. You keep saying your points are valid. I keep saying your points are valid. And I'm also saying they have valid points too. You can't just be the only people that bring the truth. There's other people that bring truth too.
Well, yeah, well, you're not posting none of their valid points, so it's nothing to discuss.
I'm just saying, don't say there's nothing wrong that needs to be changed on the men's side. When there's things that women think you need to change.
But the question is it actually true or not?
My point exactly.
They can say a lot of things, but Black just said some real stuff, though. You know?
But
savage.
You yourself.
I'm not saying you keep thinking I'm saying that your points are not valid. That's not what I said. What I said was, if you come up with valid points for why it's X, Y, and Z women's fault, then the women can come up with valid points of X.
Let's see them do it, though. Let's see them do it.
Ain't no women came on my panel that will argue back and forth. I'm not gonna argue back and forth.
But you gotta admit that's pretty funny, though. Wait a minute,
because I see
that's pretty funny when.
What?
She got with Jay Prince and she had complaints about men. That's wild, man. Like, what are we even really talking about?
I already been to Flora's channel when she came, when her and JP broke up. I went over to her channel and she was talking about relationships. And I said, why are you over here talking about relationships when you don't know how to relationship? I said that to her, and she was on and there was she was
did she get mad at you?
She blocked me on some shit.
So she got mad at you, huh?
Yeah. So she got mad at you. You know why? Because you are a person that she should be looking up to and looking forward to, and she fucking cast you to the side. She cast you to the side.
Yeah, but she eventually, I don't know why I went over there and I said, I don't know what the hell happened. I don't know how she came back over. I don't know how, but I do know I said to her, I went back over. I don't know whether I went back over on her channel or she came over here. And I said, I should have said that. I would have said it. I apologize for saying that in public or something to that effect. I said to her, I apologize for saying that in public, but the sentiment was still there.
Why? Why?
I mean, because I'm not a mean person. Because I'm not a mean person, and I didn't want her to.
If Lex gained 200 pounds, I would call that nigga a fat ass, and I don't give a fuck if we was at the goddamn White House in front of the president. Dude, you got fat since I seen you last. We have to stop lying. People lying to these motherfuckers.
I didn't want her. I felt bad that I made another human being feel bad. So I apologize for that. So, but I meant it at the time. Why are you having relationship?
You know why you meant it? Because it was true. It's hard. It's hard to take back the truth. It was true. She don't know nothing about relationships.
I understand it, but I understand.
She yelling back and forth with a crackhead. Like who argues with a crackhead in the first place? Come on, man.
I mean,
HQ, you just strike me as a contrarian. You're being a contrarian now. It's just everything. Yes, you are.
I just don't jump on one side. I just
it's HQ.
That's all.
Listen, if somebody, it depends on what the debate or what's being discussed is. If one side is right,
this debate is not a matter of one side being right.
But we can only discuss our side. The women aren't here. We're not hearing what they're saying, and you're not mentioning the talking point, so we can't discuss that. We're not telling you not to listen to them. We're not saying that.
Right. I'm not saying.
What we want to know is what they're saying, so we can either debunk it or we can either talk about it and try and hash it out. That's all we need to know.
But see, it's not for me to make that argument. It's not for me to make the argument. It's for women and men to.
You can relay the information though, because
but I don't like. It's like a one-sided deal. I understand because I understand. It's a different story if Tierney and Flora came over, and then it was you and Black America, and y'all had a debate. Then we could discuss those kind of things. But I don't want to argue back and forth between you guys because I understand the valid points that you have, but I also understand the valid points that women have. I'm a person that's in the middle. I'm a person that sees both of those sides. I understand both of those sides, and I'm not willing to choose one side because human beings to me.
And that's the problem. You don't want to choose a side. You got to pick a side.
Because there's no point in choosing a side.
Yeah, it is. If it's right, there's very much a point in choosing.
I understand right.
Listen, if we go somewhere together, we all fighting together. We all fighting together. If I get in a fight, we all fighting together. I'm not finna let nobody just beat your ass. That don't make no sense.
Somebody's face for you. But I'm not putting my hands on
don't throw no bottles of tequila. You know that's what I drink. Don't throw that shit.
I mean, I get it. I do. I understand.
I don't know if you get it, HQ.
I've never been one of those people that I'm going to sit there and say this is it. I always tend to try to look at your side or the bad side or the good side and say, okay, that's a human being and they made X, Y, and Z, and that's how it is. And then I look over here and say, these are different human beings, X, Y, and Z, and try to see it from their point of view. There's no point in me picking a side. Man, I'm dying over here. How is this going to be something that going to give me a headache? You know what I'm saying? No, I want to see people get in relationships and make better choices and better relationship.
So you have to tell the truth.
Yeah, you gotta tell the truth. And like,
nobody's going to get better if you don't tell the truth.
Exactly.
Because they're going to keep on think they're doing the right thing. If you keep lying to these bitches, they don't think think that they on top.
But
and they not.
But the whole point is we're not. The whole point is I've never had a relationship discussion with women because women very rarely come on my panel. They don't come on my panel and have a discussion about
you go on a lot of other women panels though.
No, I never go to any women's panel. I never go to.
You just told us you did. You just told us you was over at Floors.
No, I've never been to Floors panel. She's never had a panel. Flora don't have.
I thought you said you went over there and she blocked.
No, I was in her chat. I was in her chat when I said this to her. I've been to her chat. I've never been on a females panel at all. I've never.
But you say you go to other. You say you go to other spaces.
Yeah, where are you hearing them talk at?
Yeah, but they be on men's panels. They be on men's panel, like DJ Witch Doctor. Like right now, DJ Witch Doctor's panel is going, and he got women on there, and he's another person similar to Sharon, and they discussing men and women's issues.
He's ain't he a Jamaican or some shit?
Yeah.
He's not even a nigga. Like he don't even count.
So, but I'm saying
like Jamaican niggas don't count.
You know, we listen, but I'm saying he has the women on there, like Sharon has the women. Then you got Izzy Bands, and you go over to Izzy's channel, and then Izzy have women.
Nobody fucks with him.
Izzy?
No, nobody.
They were all on the panel earlier today. Come on. They were all on the panel earlier today. I was just listening to the panel. Then you got Fatty. Fatty brings females from TikTok. Who had, you got Jazz on there. You got other women that are like Jazz. They come up with different ideas and say X, Y, and Z. You just got to listen to the space, and the space will tell you what the women think, and the space will tell you what the men think. And when I get on a panel and I talk to the men and I talk to the women, I say, you can give me all the talking points that you want. That still doesn't invalidate. It still doesn't invalidate what the other side is saying. So you cannot say your side is true.
It does because somebody has to win, though.
Yeah,
you see what I mean? Somebody has to. Okay. So let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. Hitler started World War II. Japan jumped into it. Right now, America dropped a nuclear bomb on Hiroshima. Now, who was wrong? Was America wrong? Was Hitler wrong, or was Japan wrong for bombing Pearl Harbor? So my whole thing is Hitler was bad, right? Because he was gassing the people. Right. Japan was bad because they bombed Pearl Harbor. America was bad because they bombed Hiroshima. Right. But America was so bad that they bombed Hiroshima and stopped the whole war. Somebody was right in that. America was right to stop the whole war. Even though what they did was very bad, HQ, they was right. So somebody has to be right.
Wait a minute, here's the question.
Yeah, somebody has to lose.
Here's the question that I have. So you say you have you say men have the valid points, right? You have the valid points. What's the three main valid? No, I don't even need to know the valid points. What makes you think your three valid? What makes you think your points are no? And the valid point, people have valid points. I get it, but what the points is, how do you make this side get closer to this side? Men are saying women need to keep their legs closed.
You have to
X, Y, and Z.
The women have to be told, because they're not used to being told the truth. And Black America talked about this earlier.
What do you mean being told the truth? What do you mean?
They have to be told they're wrong on a lot of fronts.
Wrong on
just
a lot
like
of fronts.
Just like you told her she don't. Just like you told her she don't know how to relationship and she blocked you. That was the truth.
Yep,
she's not supposed to be arguing with her husband, especially on the internet.
Yeah,
right?
But I
in front of the whole world, you can argue.
I could say the same thing. I could say the same point to men. So you can say that point to women. I can say the same point to men.
No, but here's a question: why did you say that?
Do you see men doing that? Do you see men doing that? And you have to realize that me and Lex have already said that JP is not a man. Do you see men doing that? JP is the lowest common denominator of any man.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she regretted whatever was going on in that particular. I can't even surmise what I can't even surmise what was going through, what was going on in that particular race. I'm not in the middle of that dynamic. And I understand that he is who he is and she is who she is, right? And then it has to be something that's going on for her to be allowed to go over there in the first place. Something has to be going on for you to have went over there in the first place. I get that, but that's not all.
It's called Down syndrome. Both of them motherfuckers is Downy babies.
Down syndrome. but see, my whole thing is but my whole thing is we hear from the men, and the men say X, Y, and Z. And it's not a matter of what is being said. That doesn't matter what's being said. It doesn't matter the dynamic of what's being said. Because the women have their own valid points over here too, or they think they're valid. I'm not saying they're valid.
There you go. Let's say they think they're valid. Right.
They think they're valid. But you all also think that you all also think your points are valid too.
Can I ask a question? Why did you say that? Mm-hmm. No, I'm just saying, why on that?
You said what?
No, Flora. When you told Flora that,
right?
What prompted you to say that?
What prompted me to say that was the dysfunction that I saw on the cameras that they would display when they were streaming. The dysfunction.
So basically the same thing I just said. Arguing in public. Like you don't do that. That's not tact. That's being uncouth.
But I'm saying that's something that is unique to that particular group. I'm sure it's happened before. I'm sure of that. But I'm saying to you that JP is not typical man. Flora is not typical woman. So you have to put that to the side. They have to work on.
No, they're the lowest common. Right. Flora is an unattractive man. JP is a big stupid dude. So for as far as typical, I'm saying that they are both, they are both bottom feeders. They're not typical, but still, it's still home trainer involved.
But you made it seem as though because people are unsick or they're physically not appealing, that their opinion is not valid, and that can't be.
Yes, that is 100% true.
But men are not.
That is 100% true.
But I'm saying men are not.
Can a one-legged man? Can a one-legged man win an ass kicking contest? No, he only has one leg, and so his opinion don't matter.
Okay, so you said men. I'm going by y'all logic. Men are not the attractive ones. So therefore, how do I invalidate all the men? Seeing as how men are not the attractive ones, and only 20% of y'all are the attractive ones. How do I invalidate all of you all? I can't.
It's simple. It's simple. They need to go out with the guy and then determine if they're attracted to him, if they like the guy or not. It's that simple. What are we talking about?
No, I'm saying Black America's premise
like
you're attractive. You're unattractive.
What are we talking about? You should look at his intelligence in his gamemanship, and you
Yes,
should be able to decipher that.
I get that. I get that.
Men are not. We are predicated on what we do and how we do things, not how we do.
No, I'm not talking about that. You said if she's an unattractive woman, her opinion doesn't matter, and she's invalid.
Yes.
So okay, so most men are not handsome men or attractive men. So you're telling me
it's not asymmetrical.
So
it's not asymmetrical. HQ,
but if you have a man, let's say you have a man like Stephen Hawking, right? One of the smartest men in the world, right?
With that disease, I get it.
Right. But he was in a wheelchair. So he's not, his value is because he's smart as fuck. Mm-hmm. It doesn't have anything to do with how he looks. A brick mason can build a house. He can build a skyscraper. He can do everything. A carpenter, a bus driver. These men have value. It doesn't matter how they look. Their value is not in how they look. It is in what they do and what they bring to society. Mm-hmm. That's that. You don't say that about a woman.
No, I'm not even making that argument. I'll grant you that argument. I'll give you that. I'm saying
game over then.
I'm saying
JP is stupid. He doesn't have any value besides his hot dog card. He has a hot dog card. This nigga don't have any value.
Would you date him, HQ?
Hell no.
What are we talking about then?
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm saying I get it that you have valid reasons, but you also have, if you have valid reasons, so do they. That's all.
It's not asymmetrical.
No,
HQ.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it's asymmetrical. That's not what I'm saying.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
What I'm saying is.
Wait a minute.
No. You all are. Hold on.
No.
You all are coming from.
Hold on. Let me give you this example. KKK. Look, if we got a KKK, that's a racist group,
right?
And then you got Black Americans, Jamaicans, or every other blacks you can name. They don't like the blacks, Caribbean blacks or whatever. And then it's like saying, well, hey, they got valid points. What black person want to hear that? Saying, hey, they got valid. They don't have any valid points. It's a racist organization. Racism is not right.
Oh, but then you went to a false equivalency. It's not the same.
Look, HQ, do you think they got valid points over there?
Who has valid points? Who?
The KK, the Ku Klux Klan.
Do they have valid points? No, they have stereotypes.
Oh!
But that's not the same. But that's not the same. That's not the same as me.
Hey Lex, you just killed HQ with that. You just killed HQ with that. What's her name right there? Because if they don't have valid points and they just have stereotypes, that is what applies on that other side, and that's what we've been trying to tell you.
Are you saying? Wait a minute. See, this is what I don't.
They're just stereotyping niggas.
This is what I hear. I hear you all saying men are perfect.
That's not what we said.
All right, then. Let's stop. Let's stop right there. Y'all, men are not perfect. No. Men are not perfect.
She's moving the goalpost.
I'm not moving the goalpost. I'm not moving the goalpost at all.
It's different. It's a different conversation.
No, it's not.
You was just comparing.
No, it's not.
You was just comparing that back and forth.
No,
it's not. I killed that.
No, it's not.
You said men are perfect.
Man, Lex, you killed that shit.
Leave it alone,
I don't know how he killed it. It ain't the same as what we're talking about.
He killed that shit.
That's a whole nother different thing. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about. You're making it sound as though men don't. You're making it sound as though y'all don't have any accountability for what's going on. What has gone on.
We're accountable for everything.
No, hold on. Don't start that. You all make it sound like y'all don't have no accountability as to why relationships break down. You act like you have no accountability. Oh no, it's all the women's fault. They got to do this. They got to do it. It's all their fault. No, you have accountability, and so do they. You all have accountability, and so do they. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying whether you're valid is not valid. I'm not saying any of that. I'm saying you have accountability for why Black women and men's relationships are the way. Men have accountability for why it is the way it is, and so do women. Women have to take accountability for what they find that what they've done. So do y'all.
And we keep asking what are their specifics, and nobody has.
Oh, I'm sure they have specifics. I'm sure they do.
Not a debate. The debate.
I'm saying you just like you think you have valid points, they think they have valid points.
What are those valid points? As I'm asking, I can name ours. Now, what?
I'm sure they can name theirs too. I mean, from that.
Well, I would like to hear.
You know, I didn't listen to it all that closely, but I mean, have y'all know PH? Hold on. Do you know somebody named PH Diva? Y'all know PH?
Yes, a very unattractive woman. A very unattractive woman, also.
So you ain't never heard her? You ain't never heard her points?
Yes, she's very unattractive too.
Yeah, but that don't mean she don't have points.
A lot of these women have these points too, because they didn't get themselves in that in funky situations too.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, HQ. If she's ugly,
yeah, but that don't invalidate her points, though. That don't invalidate the points.
Yeah, it does, because she's cannon fodder.
Especially if the other women agree with her. If the other women agree with her and say these are valid points, then it's valid point. Then that's they valid points.
Let me ask you this: do you believe that people commiserate together?
Yes, that's why all the men commiserate with the same talking points. Yes.
No, we don't. What I'm saying is, you got a bunch of buffaloes. You got a bunch of buffaloes and a bunch of gremlins, and they all on demon time because they all ugly. So they keep messing with the same dudes and getting the same results.
Black America, are you trying to say that only beautiful women have valid points?
No, we're talking about results.
We're talking about the results that
hold on. HQ, you have to ask yourself why they have complaints. HQ, ask yourself why they have complaints. The power is in the word why. Yeah, no.
Wait a minute, hold on. Cynthia G ain't ugly.
Hold on.
Yes, she is.
The power is in the word why.
Hold on. Cynthia
G is.
Why?
She's to who?
Cynthia G is not ugly. Cynthia G is not ugly. Her sister's not.
Man,
ugly.
She look crazy. What are you talking about?
The chick that be on Izzy Band's chat. She not ugly. The chick that be on Fatty's panel called damn, I forgot her name. The chick that be on Fatty's panel, Intellectual Beauty or something like that. She ain't ugly.
She's fat.
Intellectual Beauty on Fatty's channel? Hell no.
Yeah.
She ain't fat.
You talking about that light skinned girl with the big face?
She's not light skinned. She's dark skinned. Her name is Intellectual Beauty or something like that. She's not ugly.
He has Jazz.
But that's not what we're talking about. I'm talking. Forget about the ugly or not. The women still think they have valid points, just like you all have valid points.
It's only the unattractive ones that speak like that, HQ. And I'm sorry.
You need to go over.
You don't know what a pretty woman is.
Y'all need to go over to Fatty's channel and watch
can you find a very attractive woman in this space that has those talking points?
I just named her. I said go over to Fatty's channel and look at all the panels that he have and look at the women. The women are not ugly.
I've seen the women over there. I've been to Fatty's panel.
Jazz is not ugly.
What do you mean? Look.
Q is not ugly in the Anton's panel. What do y'all mean?
No. It's
Q is fat. Q's fat.
Panel that look nice. They don't have those complaints.
But yes, they do have those complaints.
No.
Yes, they do.
Hey,
No, they don't. Island Girl Q is fat. She's huge.
Osmos God, I haven't been on Fanny's channel in about 10, 15 days. What do you mean? The whole point is it doesn't matter whether they're fat or skinny or ugly or whatever.
It does, because the results
you know why
matter.
it doesn't matter? Because there's fat and ugly and the whole nine on your side too. So that's immaterial. That's immaterial. Because you have fat and ugly on your side too.
It's not asymmetrical.
It doesn't matter. That doesn't matter.
The value is not the same.
The words are still the same.
Notorious Big had Faith Evans. Because and that's all I gotta say. Notorious Big had Faith Evans, and Flavor Flav had 30 women chasing him.
Wait a minute, y'all have the whole range on y'all side. Fat, ugly, thin, handsome, name it. And y'all all have the same talking points or similar talking points or whatever. Just like they have the fat, ugly, beautiful, and skinny on this side. And they all have the same talking points. Those particular talking points.
No, they don't. Because you don't know what a pretty woman is. It'll be like you saying Lizzo is pretty. Yeah, I mean, you just said Cynthia G.
You never heard me say that.
No, I'm saying, but you just said Cynthia G. Cynthia was pretty. She's not pretty.
Cynthia is pretty. Cynthia is pretty. Jazz is pretty.
Where do you get Cynthia?
Intellectual. What's the name is beautiful. They're all on Fatty's panel.
Man,
those women on Fatty's
crazy,
panel are beautiful.
Man. Cynthia look crazy. You wildin', man.
Jazz is the cutest girl over there, and she's not that cute.
But my point is not nothing. It doesn't have anything to do with looks. I'm telling you,
it does.
You all have the same. You have the same looks, the same ugly, the same fat on your side. If all of y'all come up with the same talking points, and the women on their side come up with the same talk, the looks don't matter. Stop saying looks matter. Looks don't matter. The whole point is when you have valid points, so do they. One side can't have all the valid points. That's not how that works. That's not how nature works. That's not how relationships work. You think that you're perfect as the man, and you walk into the relationship and all of the shit happens because the woman is fucked up. No, that's not how that works. I don't understand how y'all don't understand that's not how it works. You're not perfect. You have things that you need to work on, just like women have things they need to work on. So don't tell me your side is perfect and their side is fucked up.
But the thing about it is you can't name one of those things that the men need to work on, HQ.
Yeah. Can you articulate any of those things to work on?
Yes, I can. I just don't want
to. Go ahead and say it then.
No, we would get back and forth. We would go back and forth because then y'all be trying to defend it.
Go back and forth about. Just name it. Name it.
You all would be trying to defend it, and I don't want to sit
there. I won't say anything.
Not if it's right. Go ahead.
Yeah, especially if it's right.
Especially if it's right. No, these are general things. You all have general things. Women have general things. You all say
we have specific things. Women are selfish. Women need to lose weight.
Yeah,
women need to stop wearing butterfly
women can say
eyelashes.
Y'all need to be more ambitious. Y'all need to keep your dick in your pants. Y'all need to learn how to keep your hands to yourself. Y'all need to learn how to not be so lazy against the white man. Y'all, all of these points. I can say
against
these things.
The white man. This is
cliches. I'm just saying these are points that I heard, just like I hear points that you all make. So I'm saying you have valid points. They feel like they have valid points. Everybody feels like they have valid points. So I'm saying,
let me ask you this.
Come to me and they wait a minute, hold on. When people come to me and they say, "Oh, it's all the woman's fault. She just need to keep her legs cut," then I'd be like, "What you do? What did you do?" Because it just ain't her. It's you too. It just ain't her. Like I'm telling you too. It just ain't them. It's y'all too. So I'm saying, why are we worried about what's in their backyard when we need to clean up our own backyard? And I tell women the same thing. Why are you worried about what the men are doing when you need to clean your backyard? So I'm telling the men, why are you men worried about what women are doing and you need to clean up your backyard? Okay. I'm just saying, I know it's not just the women.
because it's not right. I know I said I wasn't gonna take one, but I'm gonna take one.
What?
HQ, I work anywhere from 60 to maybe 85 hours a week, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then that don't include like all my side hustles and shit like that. Okay. Working in cars or building, hanging TV, doing a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
How much more ambitious do they want men? Now, once again, JP is not a man. Sharon is not a man. His cousin is not a man. I don't consider those guys men.
You don't like Roseville? What's his name? Brownsville.
Yeah. I don't consider those men. Okay. So when I'm talking about men, I'm talking about Lex. He got an engineering degree. He got bikes. He got cars. He got both. He work. I'm sure he uses his hands and works on stuff, right?
Facts. Yeah, I'm building shit right now, man.
How much more ambitious do men need to be? Why do we need to be ambitious? For what? What would the reason be that guys need to be more ambitious? Now, real men, right? Blue collar men that go to work every day of the week and make a decent living. Why do they need to be more ambitious? To get through life or to pay for a lifestyle?
No, I said that to say that's just things that I heard. I didn't
understand.
hear them fleshed out.
I believe it.
I understand, but I'm just saying, real men that go to work, just like your husband, like Steve, went to work for 10 to 12, and I know he had some 15-hour days and all type of shit. Real men that go to work, why do we need to be more ambitious? There you go.
Yeah.
So it's not valid.
I mean, I'm sure if I went back and I looked at it and I figured it out, I did a whole thing.
That'd be a great question if you ever joined the panel to ask them.
But here's the thing: that was something that the women said. So the women, and I've heard it more than once. I've heard it several times.
HQ, I like to add to that too, Black America. If the guy did become that ambitious and he went from making 50,000 to 350,000, what exactly are your co-plans for those funds, lady? Besides you wanting an exotic lifestyle with traveling stuff, do you really have something in mind that you like for him to do for the community? Like why anything community based, or is this all about lifestyle when it comes to ambition? That's what I would like to know.
I don't know, maybe it's lifestyle. Osmos God. Wait a minute. You said something about I watched it. What did you watch 2 days ago? I haven't been on Fatty's channel. I haven't been on Fatty. Fatty. Hey, Fatty.
Good morning. To you.
I haven't been on Fatty's channel in about 10, 15 days. You didn't see me on Fatty's panel?
I can, yeah, she been sniping from the chat, but she's not from the panel.
I ain't been on no panel. Hello, Fatty. What made you pop up this morning?
I haven't been here for a while, and this morning, like I just woke up, I saw your live, so
okay.
I need to be nice to my elders. Can I be nice to my elders?
No, I've been MIA because my daughter has been sick, and she had a baby, and the baby is in the ICU, and I just been MIA a lot.
Take care of business, HQ. Family first. Family first.
So I just popped up on here tonight, just to do a live stream, just to see what everybody was doing, how it was going, and that's how I ended up on here talking about. God only knows we were talking about Kevin Samuels. Now we talking about men and women issues. We're talking about.
What were we talking about? The beauty thing? Because I did, like you was talking about jazz and all these. Like I catch
you. I was saying that beautiful women may have complaints about men, just like
No. That's not what you said.
Nope.
I said beautiful women have complaints just like ugly women.
No.
You
You
said
can't.
ugly women's complaints are invalid.
What I'm telling you is, you don't know how to qualify a beautiful woman, because if you would think that somebody like Cynthia G is pretty or beautiful, you are wrong on what a beautiful woman is, because she's not a pretty girl.
Yeah, but I also said, Cynthia G, Jazz,
It's ugly.
somebody named Intellectual Butterfly or something that was on Fatty's panel, and she's dark skinned. There was several other.
Yeah, Cynthia G is not pretty. The other two, they are pretty. Like there's going
And
to
then
be
there's
men.
beautiful women on Lapeef panel. I mean, I'm just saying, you can't invalidate. You can't say because they're ugly that their opinion doesn't matter. I'm saying there's beautiful women, and then there's ugly women. There's beautiful and ugly who have the same opinion. And
That's fair.
Hold on. Hey, Fatty, can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
Since you talk to these ladies all the time, does Jazz, who I would say is one of the, besides Melanin or whatever her name is, Jazz is like one of the prettiest girls on that I've seen on your panel. I watch your panel every day, right?
Mhm.
Whenever you on, do she have the same complaints as the unattractive women?
Oh, she actually does.
She has the same complaints about men that the unattractive women do.
So I will say this, right? She says the first world, like when they say first world problems. Oh my
Yeah.
God, my AC is so hot or so cold. Like my electric, like she has the same kind of problems. Is the first world problems type of version. You see what I'm saying? It's not as intense because once again she's pretty, so she can get away with things, a lot of things. So I would say
Okay.
that pretty privilege actually warped their worldview into having problems that might not be completely the same. They're just the upgraded version of a pretty woman. But I think
There
they're
you go.
kind of the
So
same
they're not.
thing. They're
So
not the same thing per
she
se.
doesn't talk like Tyranny though. She
No, no,
doesn't
no,
talk
no.
like Tyranny or Flora. That's
So
what I'm saying.
yeah, so I would say this, right? If you guys are familiar with Pokemon, like I think Tyranny, like I think she's as Charmander type of problems. Tyranny has Charizard type of problems. It's kind of the same animal, but it's kind of not the same
Dang.
day to day.
Are you all familiar with Venus? I forgot Venus. Her handle. I don't know.
No,
She
I'm corporate, so no comment. There's a
Venus?
planet. There's a planet on the solar system that that's where women are from, right? Gal told me that women are from there.
Right. So but I'm saying this woman, her name is Venus. I can't remember her handle or anything like that. She
Yeah, but
says
she has a big old pie face, HQ. That girl got a big ass round face. Her face
but I'm
looked like
saying you're
the
trying to, but
part of
you're
the head.
invalidating. You're trying to invalidate what they say because of their look.
Because what I'm saying
You
is
can't
unattractive
invalidate
women.
because of
What
their
I'm
look.
saying is unattractive women are always going to have problems because they're going to get the same type of men that are going to keep on fucking them over.
Yeah, but you can't
More
explain
beautiful
why
women,
the beautiful women have the same complaint. So it's
but
not.
they don't have the same complaint.
Yes,
He
they
just
do.
said it.
Yes,
He
they
just said it.
do.
Jazz complains, but she complains that instead of her boyfriend buying her a 750 BMW, she got a 325 for her. It's not the same. These girls
No,
keep
no,
saying
no.
that these men are beating them, leaving them, cheating on them, and everything else. Jazz is not having those
Yeah,
same
but that's
complaints. HQ.
just because they're beautiful doesn't mean they don't have the same complaints. It doesn't mean they don't run into the same type men. You keep thinking because they're beautiful, they don't have the same issues. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They just because she didn't get beat doesn't mean Jazz didn't get cheated on. Just because Jazz didn't get cheated on
All right.
don't
Well,
mean
my
Jazz
nephew
don't run an
Fatty
X,
is.
Y, and Z.
Well, my nephew Fatty is in the house. Maybe he can explain it to you better.
Don't you? So do you believe in pretty privilege? HQ?
They believe in what? I'm sorry.
Pretty privilege.
Oh yeah.
Do you think the woman that is ugly has the same problems and the same barriers in life than the woman that is pretty?
Yes.
So you
Because
don't
it's
believe
not
in so you don't believe in pretty
because the
privilege?
because the male behavior has nothing to do with whether she's beautiful or ugly.
Yes, it does. Because if I see a big booty,
You
if
mean
I
to
see some
tell
nice
me?
titties, if I see a nice face, there's something called halo effect. You deem people that you consider attractive as like more like good people, better people, more valuable people, and you deem people that are ugly like lower, lesser than that, and all that. If you believe in pretty privilege, you believe that she will not face the same barriers in life than a woman that is ugly because men will bend backwards to do the pretty woman beating. And I think that's what most of this comes about. If Jazz was 300 pounds and she had a butter face and no titties, she would be completely eviscerated of this planet. Men will
Yeah.
cry and complain about her, and then if she's single, they will all her on the back and say, "Oh my God, Jess, can I take you on a lunch date?" She doesn't have the same problems as the ugly woman. Absolutely not. You can't deny that, HQ.
Yes, I can't deny that because ugly women get treated like shit, just like
Oh,
beautiful women get treated like shit, just like ugly women do. Look at Halle Berry.
yeah.
Look at what is it? Any
What
number of
what do you mean?
celebrities. Look at Cardi
Hold on.
B. Look at all these. Well,
Don't
hold
go.
on, hold
Don't.
on,
Halle
hold on.
Berry got married
You
four
are trying to
times.
say because they're not as attractive as some of these women are not as attractive as Jazz that they don't have the same issues. Yes, they do.
Halle Berry got married four times, even though she is who he is. Jennifer Lopez got married five times, even she know who he is. Mia Khalifa was married two times and engaged two times. If these women were 300 pounds, they wouldn't get away with stuff. And this is what I'm talking about, HQ. You look like you were a baddie when you were younger. You probably could get away with a lot of bullshit. Get away from speeding tickets and kind of let men off the hook and they're like, oh, it's pretty, so I'm not going to. Like, we as men, we have this mechanism where we become kind of docile to women that we find attractive. We kind of, instead of pressing and listening with our ears, yeah, this is bullshit, but she has a big booty, so she probably right. This is in us. So if the world treats a pretty woman in completely different ways than it treats the ugly woman or a man, you have to believe or you have to agree with him that they might have this even less. They might have the same problems, but it's not on the same degree. It's like
I
I,
didn't say degree.
it,
I didn't say degree.
it's like me saying, man, I don't know what to eat. And then I go to the kitchen and open the fridge and I have a full fridge. And another person says, man, I don't know what to eat, but they don't have nothing on the fridge. It is the same problem, but it's a completely different level. And you can say that the woman that is pretty is the one with the full fridge. I think that's fair.
You can put it that way. And I get exactly what you're talking about. But what I am saying is just because she doesn't have the level or degree that an ugly woman has the same issue doesn't mean she doesn't run across it. You think a beautiful woman don't get cheated on? You think a beautiful woman never been cheated on? You never think a beautiful woman has been cussed out? A beautiful woman got a lazy man who don't want to work, who sits up under her all day. You think she don't run into the same problem?
Always more probable to be cheated on. A beautiful woman or a raggedy woman that is built like a fridge.
I'd say at the same rate.
No, it's absolutely not. You know that. Like we
you,
might
you
cheat.
would have to ask Jazz. You would have to ask Pretty. I think her name is Pretty Intellectual.
Yes. Look at Pretty attitude. Married.
Yeah, too.
Married. Look at Jazz attitude. Long-term relationship. Look at like all these moments. If you actually look at it, if they were men talking like they talk with women, they would have no man at all. If they were ugly, they will be the bottom of the barrel because they are pretty. They have men in droves trying to date them. That's literally what he's saying. If they had the same type of worldview when it comes to men, and they were built like a fridge, there's no way they will be married for 3 years and have long-term relationship.
I'm gonna do a survey. of every female that I run. When I come to a panel, I'm gonna do a survey. Have you ran into any of these 5 things? Women, all women. I only need the women to answer 5 things. I guarantee you they have experienced 1 or 2 of those things, beautiful or ugly.
But you don't know, but you can't determine what a beautiful woman is versus an ugly woman.
No,
HQ.
I'm saying
You
all
don't.
women. I'll ask all women. And your description of ugly is subjective. You told us that Sade was ugly, so I don't believe I don't go by nothing you say when it comes to beautiful, because you said Sade was ugly. So I'm saying you said Sade was ugly. So I'm saying every woman that I encounter in this space, I'm gonna ask them, have you ran into any of these 5 things? Any of these 5 things?
We Sade.
Huh?
We Sade.
She's a singer from the 80s and the 90s.
And you said you also said somebody else was ugly too, and we looked at you like you was weird too. So no, I can't believe you.
Sade is a 5. She's not a top notch. She's not a Kelly Rowland. She's not a Holly Berry. She's
Triple?
You know what I mean?
Triple.
Hey, that's Triple's lane. Triple like those little Melanie Fiona type things.
I'm saying to you, it don't matter whether they're beautiful or ugly. They still run into the 5 issues that all women have with men. Every woman has ran into one of these 5 things. I guarantee you. And you say, well, women don't have complaints. I guarantee you it's these 5 things that each woman. Any woman that has encountered a man has run into one of those 5 things.
Yeah, but the problem is, HQ, you don't know what the women are doing to incur these things to happen. Let's say cheating, right? Let's because everybody always wants to talk about cheating.
There's no reason to cheat.
Okay, so if
you're trying to give us a reason for it, there ain't no reason.
Wait a minute. So if a woman stops putting out for 3 to 6 months, is that a reason to cheat, HQ?
Yeah, but that's very rare.
No, it's not rare as you think. It's what I'm telling you.
Before they get married, in relationships,
no, I'm
after they get married, that's a different story. Before they get married,
so it's okay after they get married for them to do that.
I didn't say it was okay. I'm saying
that's what I'm telling you.
I'm saying women run into 5 major issues with men. That's it. 5. And I don't care.
Can you name those issues?
Yeah. And it don't matter whether she's beautiful, ugly, halfway ugly, it don't matter. Every woman, I guarantee you, she's dealt with a man, has run into 5 of these things. One of these 5 things. One of these 5, or a combination, 2 or 3 or whatever.
Okay, so can you name the 5 things? Okay, there we go. There we go.
Number 1, when you disrespect her and her family. You disrespect her and her family. You try to take her away from her family, try to separate her from her family, try to separate her from her friends, try to separate her and move her away from all the she's comfortable.
Isn't a husband supposed to do that though?
I'm saying, you asked me to name them, I'm naming them. That's 1.
But you can't use that because that's no good. Because a woman is supposed to go. A woman is supposed to go with her man. She's not supposed to stay with her family. And her friends don't mean anything. If I'm willing to die for you, your family don't mean shit.
No.
But go ahead.
Alienate. Take her away from. Not move us across the state. I'm talking about alienate. Take away from. She does that. That's disrespecting her and her relationships. Number 2, cheating. Enough said. 3, putting hands and feet on her. 4, not wanting to work, not wanting to support, provide, not wanting to be a protector. And the last one is disrespecting the relationship. Every time you turn around, he looking at another woman. Every time you turn around, he got his hands on another woman's ass. Every time you turn around, he want to hang out with his friends at the bar and tell people the difference between I have a husband or there's a difference, and men do it. Those are 5 things Every woman has experienced with a man. Every woman, I guarantee you, I can say 100% she is running to something with a man along the lines of those 5 things. Okay. And men don't understand. You don't understand. No, she can be ugly. She can be beautiful. It don't matter what she look like. Disrespecting her relationships, cheating.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. You're listening to bullshit.
No,
I'm gonna tell you right now. You're listening.
You ask any woman on this planet that has been in relationships, and she will name one of them 5. She will name one of these 5.
Well, it's 3 gentlemen on the panel. Fatty and
I said you would have to ask women.
I know, but I'm talking about the list. Do you guys agree with how she is asking this list, guys?
I think she's not wrong. I just think that like when she calls Cynthia G pretty, I don't think she has determined to actually understand what pretty or is not.
I didn't say she was beautiful. I didn't say she was beautiful. I just said she's not hit. Well, let's put it this way: she's not hideous. There's other women that are less beautiful than she is. So I put her in that category. She's not
okay. What number would you give her since we talking about it? What number would you
5?
Give?
Yeah, 5 is average HQ. You can do that.
Yeah, maybe 5.
The average woman is overweight and not that attractive. You can.
The average woman is overweight, not obese.
Yes. And do you think overweight women are attractive for overall?
Yeah.
Come on, HQ.
You see that's what I'm telling you. You act like it's just me. Fatty just said it too. What? Come on, HQ, stop it.
No, I'm not. I'm just telling you how I have experienced women. I'm just telling you how I have experienced women.
But you don't date. No, women.
I don't need to date them because you don't need to date them. I can go to a Lapeef panel and it could be 6 women on there, and at least 5 of them will make an indication about they done ran into one of these 5 problems. I can go over there and listen to Anton's panel, and it'd be the same way. Sharon's panel, same way. Fatty's panel, same way.
Yeah, but so this is what you do. You're conflating two things, right? Just because we go through problems doesn't mean that these are on the same level. Do you think that the 6'8" king dude, do you know the Instagram dude that gets all the woman? That woman literally go to him, right? Do you think he ever got heartbreaking? Some woman left him, some woman cheated on him. He probably has the same problems as everybody else. Mm-hmm. The difference is he's as in such a lesser degree that it will be disingenuous to say that he's the same problems as Danny DeVito with women. You see what I'm saying? Like there's levels of
you men name different problems. You men name different problems. You don't name the problems that I normally don't name the problems that I name. I just named 5 that all women will experience, that have experienced. You all can't say you experience these 5 things from women.
I'm saying yes, we can. Yes, we can. Disrespected, cheated on, left for another man, the silent treatment, denying sex. Most men have these things in common, like what they're talking about.
But those are not deal breakers for y'all. A lot of that ain't deal breakers.
You move the goalpost. Time to move the goalpost. 1, 2, 3, push. You move the goalpost. You move the goalpost, and you can do that.
How's that? You all don't leave to the. Well, that's the whole thing.
Because you went from
because of those 5 things. Let's put it that way. Women are gonna leave because of those 5 things.
But we experience those things also, HQ. You had no empathy for what men go through.
How can I have empathy? I can have empathy. I can have sympathy. I can't have empathy. I can have empathy for the women. I cannot have empathy for you. I can have sympathy for what you go through.
Huh? Well, you can't sympathize
because I can actually put myself in the shoes of women. I can't put myself in the shoes of women.
So you know I counsel quite several men.
Right.
And it's all cheating. It's all abuse. It's all abuse of money. It's all control issues. These things that go on with their women. HQ, you have no idea. We got men that their wives are making them sleep in downstairs closets. We got men who are having their wives are having babies by other men. We have men. It's all
Like
sorts
America,
of
you
things.
do know how fucked up that is that you just said, right? That's fucked
HQ,
up.
I
Stop
counsel
saying
these
that.
men.
You put a pinch in my heart when I hear that kind of shit.
I have men that I have to talk off the ledge on a daily basis from taking their lives, HQ. It is harsh, but it is absolutely happening.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I want you to realize, that these things are absolutely happening.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that they're not happening. What I am saying is women have they have their valid points too. I'm not saying they're right or wrong. I'm saying women have their valid points too. You can't dismiss their points because they're not attractive or because X, Y, and Z. They also have points. I'm saying there's no way we're going to get past what we want to get past if we don't address the accountability piece and the accountability piece. If here's for example,
With
if
that, I agree. I agree. Women have valid complaints to this.
if I look at the men, if the men look at all of us women and say all of you ladies need to lose weight, then there's something going on with the women and they need to lose weight. But if the women say, men, you all need to be more ambitious, then you all need to take a look at yourselves and say, am I ambitious? Am I doing enough? Am I doing X, Y, and Z? Specifically, if a whole shitload of women say that, just like a whole shitload of men told women to lose weight, I'm saying they're valid for them. That complaint is valid for them. You can't dismiss their complaint and say, oh no, we have the correct complaints. Everything we say is real, but what you say is just stereotype, or what you say is just invalid. You can't say that. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that you're not. I'm saying you have valid points. I'm also saying the women have valid points too. So you have to take a look at what the women say and say, okay, they say we need to do X, Y, and Z. Do we really need to do X, Y, and Z? Because we know we're not perfect. Women know they're not perfect. They understand that they need to lose weight. They understand that. They can look at the scale. They understand that. Maybe the attitude might be wrong and they need to really do something for the attitude. I get all that.
What would happen if you tell a woman that she needs to lose weight? What would happen if you tell a woman she needs to lose weight, HQ?
I mean, they would be angry, of course, because you're embarrassing them. It's not like they can hide it if you tell them that they need to lose weight. Nobody wants to be
so do men typically want to piss off their woman who they love and respect and are caring for? Do men want to typically piss that woman off and make her mad and or upset?
No, it's a valid complaint. Specifically, if she's
exactly HQ. So it doesn't work. If you gain 60 to 80 pounds and your husband say, babe, you getting kind of wide and outside, you're going to cut off sex, you're going to stop talking, you're going to stop cleaning, it's going to turn the whole house into a uproar. So you know what the men do? We just shut up and bear it, HQ. We don't leave. We just grin and bear it.
Yeah, but you don't get
what
points.
The women.
You don't get points. That doesn't make you the better man. That doesn't make you the best man because you don't say anything. Just because you're stoic, that doesn't mean that's okay. I'm saying you have to speak to that woman and you need to tell her that. And I get it. She's going to turn it into a war zone. But the whole point is you can say what you want to say, but you need to know how to say it as well. right? You just can't say you need to get your fat ass in the gym. Obviously, that would turn everything off. If you did it in a different way, maybe you have a different result. And I get it. You say women, you can't tell women things, but that's the whole point of relationships. If you can't,
There's a nice way to tell a woman she's fat. There's a nice way to tell a woman she's fat.
yeah, you could tell her not a nice way, but you can tell her, you know what? When we started dating, you were a size 10. I understand you gained weight because you had a baby. I understand you gained weight because you're stressed out. I understand you gained weight because of X, Y, and Z. But can you work a little on the weight for me? Just a little bit. Can you work? Can you? That's better than get your fat ass in the gym, ain't it?
Fatty, what do you think a woman would do if somebody said just that same thing to them what HQ said? What do you think a woman would say?
Fatty might be asleep. Fatty might be asleep.
No. I wasn't asleep. Repeat the question again, please, because I thought you were talking with this.
I said, what do you think a woman would say if? Did you hear what HQ said about the woman gaining weight?
Mm-hmm.
She would stay on code. Agree with her.
No, but what would the woman say to a man if he said those same things to that woman about her gaining weight?
No, they wouldn't be receptive about it at all.
Well, yes, I understand that they wouldn't be receptive, but see, it's a matter of taking that chance. But then I would remind her, you would remind her.
God.
It's a chance that you got to take. You say women don't want to hear the truth, but you all don't want to tell the woman the truth. You got to tell her. The fuck was
You
that?
can't.
Because it's not worth it. She's going to move on to the person that actually is lying to her. It's like her coming to me for advice. Fatty, my boyfriend is beating up on me and cheating on me. Should I leave? Yes, absolutely. Oh, thank you for the advice. And next week, she will still be with her boyfriend because he called you afterwards, it's you, and you told her what she wants to hear. So now she has an excuse to say. Like, women are not icebreakers. They are water. They will flow to the least path of resistance. So if there's somebody that is validating them, while there's somebody that's actually asking to do better, 9 out of 10 times the woman is going to just move along and get a guy that is okay with her weight instead of actually working out. You know what makes a woman go work out? A breakup. Because they love the revenge bodies. They love the you leave me, look at me with my BBL.
Yeah,
right?
but
But you couldn't do it that when I was asking you during the relationship, you couldn't do it, right?
Are you talking about relationships or are you talking about marriage?
I'm talking about everything in life. Usually people are more motivated by hate, by breakup, by fear, by negative things than they actually are motivated by love, especially women.
Yeah, but I think you might have more of an experience. You might have more of an example or more of a success rate if you were married to that woman as opposed to being her boyfriend. Obviously, she can just jump out.
It's the opposite. It's the opposite. Men complain more about
leave because she needs to lose weight.
Yes, because men complain more about wives than they complain about girlfriends. Because when you are a girlfriend, the man has the leverage. Hey, I'll leave you if you don't lose weight. Hey, I'll leave you if you don't give me sex. Hey, I'll leave you if you don't do this and this and that. When women get the kid, the wedding ring, and the cohabitation, that's when they start to act up because they don't have the man has no leverage. Yeah, so you say you were having sex with me 5 times a week. Now we have one. You were cooking 5 times a week. Now you cook 3. You were like very in shape when I got with you, and now you're sloppy because like women usually abuse the leverage that they get. And most women, it's easier for a boyfriend and girlfriend to convince their girlfriend to go to the gym than, to my opinion, a husband, because she probably is feeling that she like the guy has no power over her to actually make her do it. What you going to do? There's no weight clause. You can include the weight clause on a prenup. You can say, if you get to this amount of pounds, I'll leave you. That shit will be ripped on the court so bad, it's not even funny. Like you can enforce those things. You can have a sex clause. If you don't have sex with me 15 times a month, we out, unless medical reasons. You don't have the cooking clause. Like all the things that men want from women are not enforceable. But if I start paying the bills, Mr. Judge, it's financial abuse. It's financially abused me. Okay, Miss Bitch.
Do you think women have valid complaints?
I think they have valid complaints. I think the problem is that they make like they make a mountain out of mouths.
Oh yeah.
So we have valid complaints, but what men complain about is that they make small problems into gigantic problems, and all of this is just in their head.
Oh, that's what I meant to ask you. That what's her name? Venus. You don't think Venus has valid complaints?
No, at all, because she actually hates men.
Oh, okay.
She has what?
If your point of view is from a point of view as I hate y'all, right?
Oh, okay.
That person doesn't have no leg to stand on. But now say that to men too, because they're like the Joseph dude that was on our space before he got caught. If your point of view is I hate woman, I'll beat my grandma, y'all are all dumb bitches and hoes and all that, and then we kind of find out what he's doing. Okay, all love to Venus. I hope she's successful lawyer and that and all that. But she is another version of Cindy G. She's just a Timo version of Cindy G. If you hate men, if your point of view is I hate men, there's nothing that can come out of your mouth that actually can be valid because you come from a point of view of like a jaded point of view. And I would say the same thing about me. If I was that type of man, you shouldn't listen to nothing that I say at all because I come from the point of view of I hate this woman. Right. I don't hate women. I just don't like to be around them enough time for them to display this behavior that they usually do when they stick along with the same guy.
Okay. So I mean, I get that. I completely get that. I'm just saying, from my point of view, we cannot say this is the side that has everything wrong and this side doesn't have.
No, that's unfair. That's unfair.
We can't.
Both sides have valid complaints about each other. Right. I'm just saying that men barely start talking about their side and they're already being shut down. Women be talking about their side for decades and they're still going to go strong on TikTok, on IG. This is how I hate men. And their account lasts for 7 years. A man say, and this is how I hate women. They wake up the next day, your content is being removed as a A, B, C, D, E, E. So
that's why we be over here. We be talking, trying to figure out what's going on. So y'all gonna give me your final thoughts. Because I've been on here since 3 a.m. and I got to go somewhere at 7 a.m. But that's okay. I figure I take cat naps. I never go to sleep, really, just cat naps. So, did you get my announcement, Fatty?
I caught only the part that I joined. What did you announce, HQ?
No, I'm saying y'all saw my advertisement for the new show.
I saw your new page. I didn't saw the new show. Because I said you send money from another page. I was like, damn it, why you want your burner account? What's going on?
No, that was not new advertising. It was a new.
What are you going to do?
I'm gonna do it's called Love Check. Love Check is gonna be a show in which we have a candidate, we ask 10 questions and see if the person is ready to be marriageable or engaged or whatever. And we
I want to be invited for that. Put me in, coach.
That'll be starting next week. So I always start different shows and different things simply because
I thought you said September 15th.
No, it's September 8th. I changed it. September 8th is
and this is why this woman changed their mind. They're fickle as fuck. Look at HQ. In 30 minutes, she already changed the date already. She's already ready to go. She wasn't ready for 2 weeks. Now she said 1 week. I want to be.
Because there's no point in me taking time for 2 weeks. I mean, I don't have anything to do, so I'm gonna do.
I want to be a part of it on one of the episodes.
On Love Check, we ask 10 tough questions that reveal if someone's truly ready for love and marriage. Love Check, premiering September 8th. Subscribe now so you don't miss any of the content and turn on all notifications.
Look at you with the editing. Yes, I want to be a part of it, but you're not. You don't invite me anymore, so it's fine.
No, you so busy, fatty.
I
I be
know
like,
you're doing it. I know you're doing it because you don't want to bother me. But if I say invite me, you can invite me every 2 weeks. What's the problem with me coming up for two
oh,
hours every 2 weeks? Invite me for one of the first editions, okay? Just let me know the time, and I will be there answering 10 questions that show that
yes.
the woman is the problem and Fatty is the
Fatty,
best one
Fatty is the
ever.
hardest. Fatty is the hardest working man on YouTube. I always say that.
Yeah, congratulations over there. Congratulations.
Yeah, I appreciate it, but I don't want to have that title for too long. I want to be the less work, more results type of person.
Right.
But for now, we are building something. And HQ, once again, I don't forget the kindness, and I'll make sure I'll repay it back by sending these new people that are coming around to your situation, so we can have the conversation.
Thank you.
So we're going to have fun. Just please, again, email me and make sure that you don't forget about training. I appreciate y'all, fellas. So thank you very much, Mr. Black America and Mr. Triple X. I appreciate you. And thank you very much for checking Diana Queen on the regular, because I can't do it every day. Thank you very much for giving her pushback and not let her get away with shit. Salute to y'all.
All right. Right on,
Have a
young
great
man.
weekend, friend.
Thank you. Black America, sir. Thank you. What do you
I am about to go to bed because I actually do have a job too, and I gotta be up in like 4 hours. You see what I mean?
I
You
know.
got me on here. You got me on here. We've been on here 3 hours.
Man, I came
So
from the hospital and I was wide awake. I was there, just there for my daughter. So I was woke and I was like, I'm gonna be up for a little while. So it is.
yeah, so all the girls done went to sleep, so I'm good. Shoot, I think I might go out to one of the biker bars and just go to work from there. So I'll holler at y'all later. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Hey, are we still gonna do that movie thing?
Yeah, movie thing. We doing it Tuesday. We doing that
Oh,
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Fences.
Oh,
We gotta watch. I ain't
okay.
seen the movie yet, so I gotta watch the movie
Okay.
first. Fences.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it tomorrow while I'm at work. So
Okay.
all right. I'll talk to you
Thank
later.
you. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Good night.
Triple X. You went to sleep. I know you went to sleep, sir. I know you went to sleep because you always going to sleep. It is what it is, sir. It is what it is. I kick you from the studio. And I thank you all. I hope you saw the advertisement. That's the new thing. Yeah, like Kendra, like it's the case with, okay. But it is what it is. Relationships got to get better. We got to get better. So we're going to have that new show coming up next week. It's a new show because I do new shows all the time. I'm just doing all kinds of things. I appreciate y'all showing up tonight. It was just an impulse stream. Oh, shit. I got another show I got to do at around 12. So hopefully, but y'all listen to the advertisement out the door. On Love Check, we ask 10 tough questions that reveal if someone's truly ready for love and marriage. Love Check, premiering September 8th. Subscribe now so you don't miss any of the content and turn on all notifications.